Not completing high school is more of a social thing than it was an academic thing. Even though all these years have passed, I still had that longing to have my diploma.
At age 30, Carissa finished her high school diploma.
If you're even considering getting your high school diploma, you can do it.
No one gets a diploma alone. If you're thinking of finishing your high school diploma, you have help. Find free adult education classes near you at finishyourdiploma.org. That's finishyourdiploma.org. Brought to you by the Dollar General Literacy Foundation and the Ad Council.
Finding support for my child with ADHD.
From Milwaukee traffic to Northwoods gossip, they've got some thoughts. John and Gordy in the afternoon.
Yeah, it's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. Yeah, kind of nice out there.
Good afternoon.
This is John Peterson.
And I'm Gordy Young.
Yes, we are. And there's Aaron.
Hey, Aaron.
Hello. Yeah,
It's actually extremely cold outside.
It is.
It is not as cold as it used to be.
I was checking the thermometer just before we went on the air.
Of course you were, Mr. Former Weatherman.
It's 10 degrees here in Madison, capital city. 10 degrees. It says partly sunny, but would you call that partly sunny, looking out our window overlooking the Capitol area? I would call that cloudy.
Yeah.
I would also.
Kind of, overcast.
Okay.
I would call it overcast.
It's partly sunny in Milwaukee. They're at 11 degrees. Up in La Crosse, you're at 10. And Wausau, 4 degrees. They've got sunshine there. So that's a mixed bag, but everybody's cold. It's winter. What do we expect?
Come on. I feel that we should at least celebrate a little victory here, Gordy, because, when the Weather Services announced that they weren't going to talk about wind chills anymore or feel like temperatures anymore.
Right.
We resisted that. We were the rebels in this case, and we decided to stick with the wind chills and feels like temperatures, and I guess we turned out to be right because they went back to it. Everybody went back to it.
Yes. They said they were going to move away from that, but I see them right here. The wind chill up in Wausau feels like 13 below because they have southwest winds at 13 miles an hour.
Kind of makes sense, doesn't it?
4 degrees, yeah. So that's what it feels like. And La Crosse, it feels like 2 below with winds coming out of the south at 8 miles an hour. And in Madison, it feels like 1 below zero.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I mean, inanimate objects don't feel the wind chill. They don't really react to it. Humans do, and so they try to eliminate the human element.
Yeah, right. And animals, too. They feel it.
Yes, they feel it. Well, I question that with my border collie.
Really?
I'm just thinking, she's got to feel cold. She's got to feel cold by now. Never does.
Does she have thicker fur this time of year? Or?
Well, yeah.
Okay.
Well, you have thicker fur.
Do you put little booties on her and stuff?
Or? I mentioned this earlier, but, like a month ago, but she was acting like her paws were hurting her because of the cold temperatures.
Right.
And we were looking for boots. We already kind of know what the boots should be like. They should be high over the ankles and a Velcro strap holding them on. They don't make a lot of them like that, though. And we bought some boots, but she got used to the weather, as they all do.
Yeah.
And now we don't use them. Never used them.
Okay. Well,
but
that's a shame.
I ran across this gigantic big dog. People were walking this dog out on the sidewalk. It's huge, and it had a vest on. It had leg warmers and boots.
Yeah.
And I was thinking, this big dog doesn't need all of this padding and all this babying. My goodness,
it's crazy.
It's a big dog.
Yeah. I don't think pets really care, and I don't think it makes that much difference to most of the dogs, out there. They don't seem to mind one way or the other.
Well, wait till you get yours.
I know.
Yeah, you'll be thinking about it, man. You'll think, maybe I should have boots on this little pup.
I think it really depends on the dog.
You think
like
so?
One of my friends has a big Saint Bernard.
Yeah.
If you tried to put that guy in a sweater or boots, he'd try to kill you.
Oh, yeah.
He is perfectly happy being outside in this weather and then coming in and chewing the ice off his toes.
Man.
But if you've got like a little lap dog,
Right.
you're probably going to need some booties.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe. You know, we found out that they should have their hair trimmed between their toes. Because the ice sticks to the long hair.
Yes.
And they sit there for a long period of time chewing that ice off.
Yeah, that's
that
not
can
good.
be unhealthy. Yeah.
Maybe I should talk to my friend about getting that hair trimmed.
There you go.
Perhaps.
That's it.
Yeah, that was a recommendation from our friend that has the...
Serenity Pet Spa, right?
Thank you. Jeez. Brain freeze.
Well, we just got here.
Yeah. Anyway, it is cold out there. There are a couple of protests going on today.
Yes, there
One's a
is.
nationwide protest.
Yeah.
Hang on a second. Free America walkout. That is happening even as we speak.
Now, this sounds really big. I mean, this is important. Free America? Oh, man.
It's nationwide.
Yeah.
We will walk out of work, school, and commerce because a free America begins the moment we stop cooperating with fascism, it says here. The Free America walkout calls on us to all reflect on our freedoms as Americans, encourages us to take a stand to defend our democracy and to join together in our communities to stop fascism in its tracks.
That's right. We walk away from fascism. We walk towards a free America. We fight for a future that belongs to all of us. Everybody in, nobody out.
Right.
And that's
Okay.
the talking points here. It's not me.
Yeah. So that's
It's good, though. I mean, I love seeing action like this. As much as I question whether, protests really work or not, but the No Kings protests really did work.
yeah.
And I think this could just be that other great walkout. And I'm not seeing a lot of buildings emptying here on State Street.
Nope. I don't see that happening
No,
downtown.
I don't see a lot of
However,
people.
the Silver Badgers are gathered here in Madison at Gammon Road near Tree Lane this hour from 2 o'clock to 3 o'clock. And they're planning to brave the cold to protest the Trump administration treatment of immigrants, attempts to undermine democracy, abuses by immigration and customs enforcement officers, and the fatal shooting of Renee Nicole Good in Minneapolis. So that's at Gammon Road near Tree Lane if you're in the Madison area. And they encourage people of all ages and abilities to show up over the next hour. Bring a sign if you'd like. There is some limited parking nearby. And again, that's the Silver Badgers.
The Silver Badgers.
Yep. That's what's
The
happening there.
seniors are meeting. I see that.
So the Free America walkout is
Yeah.
nationwide, and I think that was...
It started, and everybody's pouring out of the buildings right now.
Well, you're seeing that here now?
No, I'm not seeing it.
I don't see that across the
Well,
street.
Maybe
Not at the moment.
we don't
they're-
have those kind of buildings here.
Well,
just little shops.
Yeah. Okay. So that's what's happening. Phone lines are open, 855-752-4842.
Yeah.
And we're taking your calls from across Wisconsin. You can call us now, 855-75-CIVIC.
I thought this was kind of an interesting story. Bank bailouts are happening right now. They say, "Oh,
Really?
no, this has been going on all along," and I'm skeptical of that. According to the Lever, you should check out the site, the Lever. It's pretty good. The feds have quietly delivered nearly $500 billion of no-strings-attached bank bailouts in the last few months, according to documents and data reviewed by
Really?
the Lever.
No kidding.
The New York Federal Reserve did the transfer a record amount from the program. That's nearly equivalent to the pot of money that Congress passed to bail out the banks during the Great Recession back in 2008.
And it worked perfectly 18 years ago, so I don't see why it won't now.
Right. Except now we're not aware of it. That's the difference.
Bank bailouts.
Everybody saw it in the Great Recession.
So how many banks are they talking about here?
A lot of banks.
Yeah.
It doesn't have a number
Doesn't
of
give
banks,
a
but
exact number.
Again, it's $500 billion worth of no strings attached bailouts. Wow. It's a lot of money.
Yes.
Yeah. In all, the new bailouts are already 60% of the amount of the financial crisis TARP paid out. And that was the TARP bailout. Remember that? No one liked that. And but it was necessary. As much as you don't want to give money to banks for their bad behavior. We certainly needed them to hold up the economy.
See, I knew we should have opened a bank when we had a chance. The John and Gordy Bank.
Yes, we came close to
because we know it would have gone down in flames, and we could have gotten bailed out.
That's right.
Yes. Missed our opportunity again.
Well,
damn. Jeez.
The thing is, we would have been the only employees, and that would have been a drain on our time.
Right.
Or to be the John and Gordy Credit Union, but it's just you two.
Yeah.
By the way, I saw something on the Today Show this morning. They did a report on cursive.
Oh, no.
I'm not kidding you. We've got to find this. They did a whole segment on how they're trying to bring back cursive. See, again, they picked up on our idea. Thing. They've taken it to the next level.
That is unbelievable.
They had a map of all the United States and which states are promoting cursive. It's not being promoted here in Wisconsin, by the way, but it was mainly eastern states, southern states, and some western states. Some big states, too. And they're promoting cursive, and they had some documentation to prove how it's good for kids' motor skills and really helps with their learning habits and all of that.
Yeah.
I was very intrigued by that report.
I'm encouraged by that. We'll have to look for that, I guess.
Yeah.
It should be online someplace, I would assume.
Yeah.
All right.
I'll have to check that out. Okay.
We've got Cindy on the line. Let's talk about the walkout today.
Yeah, what's happening in Appleton, Cindy?
Well, there's a bunch of us gathering at the Houdini Plaza. There's probably about 20 of us here right now. Looks like more coming, so hopefully we'll have a fairly good turnout, although I don't think anybody's going to stick around too long because it's pretty bloody cold. But
it is cold.
Anyway, we're making a point.
All right.
Good for you, Cindy. Well, hopefully you'll get a bunch more, and you can all huddle together and warm up with your body heat. Man.
Yep.
It is really cold out there. Well, good for you.
All right.
Thanks for that report, Cindy.
Thank you.
Houdini Plaza is a very popular protest spot in Appleton.
Have you been?
I went to college at Lawrence University, which is like a block or two away from Houdini Plaza.
Okay.
And there are very often people with signs gathered, and all the cars are honking going by.
Well, that's great.
Cool. Houdini Plaza.
Yeah.
Okay, so Harry Houdini had something to do with that. Was he born in Appleton?
He was born in Appleton, and he is attributed as saying that his greatest escape was from Appleton.
Well, that's...
I did not make that up.
Well.
That Houdini, he was quite a jokester, that guy.
Oh, yes,
sure
very
was.
much so.
Sure was.
What a knucklehead.
Oh, boy. Hey, there are a lot of, good Samaritans out there, people trying to help out individuals who are out there protesting, individuals who are swept up by ICE and then released for no particular reason swept up, of course. They're American citizens, and that's what's going on in Minneapolis and St. Paul at this point.
Continues,
and this is just ridiculous how bad this is getting. And it's not going to get any better. These troops, these Army troops that are supposed to be coming in, Malcolm Nance is saying that these guys are actually preparing to go into Greenland. So I'm just a rumor.
Well,
I actually watched his video on this thing, and I'm thinking, I don't know. I think it's probably going to go to Minneapolis.
Well, he was making the point. I think I saw the same thing, that they want to stage him. They don't want to stage him in Canada.
Right.
Canada doesn't want anything to do with ICE or to have them in there to go to Greenland. So they have to stage elsewhere. Northern Minnesota might be a logical
place. But it seems like a leap. If you're going to go to Greenland, you're going to go to Greenland. You're not going to schedule an appearance in Minneapolis.
Yeah. Hey, it's John and Gordy just getting started on a Tuesday afternoon. Give us a call, 855-752-4842. Coming right back after this.
WMDX Madison. Come for the cheese. Stay because your car won't start.
Herbal Aspect has landed. That's right, Madison's go-to cannabis destination now has a brand new location in Sun Prairie.
Wait, 4 locations? That's a high level of convenience.
With 3 Madison locations and now Sun Prairie, a great cannabis experience is always close by. Our expert staff is here to help, whether you walk in, call, or order online. Mention Radio 420 and get a special discount. So stop by Herbal Aspect in Sun Prairie because great cannabis isn't just a pipe dream.
Nice. I'm rolling over now.
Herbal Aspect.
Is sedition punishable by death? No. Sedition is not punishable by death under U.S. law. The federal crime is seditious conspiracy, which applies when people conspire to overthrow the government and carries a maximum penalty of 20 years in prison. President Donald Trump claimed on November 20th that seditious behavior is punishable by death, referring to Democratic lawmakers urging service members to disobey illegal orders. His post drew criticism, including from Tammy Baldwin. Historically, sedition-related convictions have resulted in prison terms, not death sentences. I'm Trisha Young for Wisconsin Watch. Fact Briefs are bite-sized fact checks of trending claims produced by Wisconsin Watch and GigaFact. Read more at wisconsinwatch.org.
Listen to the Civic Media exclusive podcast, Busted Pencils.
Protest is democracy in action. So let's organize our voice and, like Tim says, know the rules. But we also should teach them what is the appropriate way to exercise your democratic voice, which is also a civic responsibility. It's not saying, hey, let's teach a protest against something specific. That's for any level of things. We see that peaceful protest is not passivity. This is what democracy looks like.
Subscribe to Busted Pencils wherever you listen to podcasts.
Let's talk rechargeable battery safety with tips from the National Fire Protection Association. Only buy products with a safety certification mark. Charge devices on hard surfaces. Don't use off-brand cords and always unplug.
You can ask me what's trending. What's trending? You can ask me what's trending.
Oh, yeah. Tell you what's trending.
Yeah, the Free America Walkout is trending today all across America, put on by the League of Women Voters.
Yep.
And that's happening. And then also locally here in Madison.
The Silver Badgers are protesting out in the cold this afternoon. And they're out there on Gammon Road and Tree Lane. So check that out.
That's right near the high school there, right?
People of all ages,
Yeah.
yes. But a lot of silver-aged people.
Okay.
So,
all
I mean,
right.
that's the whole
so
point.
they're a little on the older side.
Right.
You know, they're
Silver
out there in the
Badgers.
cold. Maybe you drive by and honk your horn. Maybe bring them some hot chocolate or something.
That would be a really nice thing
nice.
to do, Gordy.
Yeah. Let's go to the phones. 855-752-4842. Dick is on the line from Madison. Good afternoon, Dick.
Hi, guys. Real quick, something coming up Thursday that the Democrats better jump on, stay on. You know how they always stay on message, they being the Republicans.
Yeah.
Jack Smith is going to testify publicly Thursday.
Yes. That's right. Yeah.
And he will be made a fool of because everything I have seen, the clips of the stuff from last month, he'll mop the floor with these people, and he does it very smooth. He doesn't get rattled.
Yeah.
He will take them to task, and then they should build on that and just not let that issue go.
Yeah.
Right.
I really think they need to jump all over it. One other real quick thing. You know that stupid meal they showed that kids are supposed to be satisfied with? The little piece of chicken and broccoli?
Oh, yes, the meals, yes.
Why don't they show Trump's typical meal of a quarter-pound cheeseburger, a Big Mac, large order of fries, and a large Coke? And, this is what your fat slob president eats.
This is what you could look like. Right,
Yeah.
exactly.
Okay.
Yeah. I've got that story coming up, by the way. There's some added interest in the story about the $3 meal.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
So we'll be talking about that shortly.
Dick, thanks for that.
Yeah. I want to get to this story. Good Samaritan. There's a guy who heads up a group that is helping pick up and release detainees who who are thrown out in the cold in Minnesota. They're out there helping people. I have a clip here. It should be the very last one, the top one, I believe. So let's listen to it.
What's your name? My name's Jack. We're just trying to help pick up some release detainees. You know, they're left out in the cold, and get them some supplies, get them home, whatever they need. So.
Cool, thank you.
It was nice to meet you down.
Do they come out here?
Yeah.
When they release them?
Yeah, we got, a whole little system. We're kind of got, whatever you call these.
Do you know when they're going to let them out?
We don't know when. Yeah.
And they just they just walk out?
They just drop them out. I'm looking for somebody with a jail bag, and then we go and help out.
Do they even have it's freezing today?
What I'm told is they've been taken. No, they don't have the right clothes. So in some ways, ICE should be thanking us, because that's like another type of murder. Throw them out in this weather, you don't last very long. So, but basically, I'm told they've been taking IDs if they're brown, and then also phones, no matter what. So we try to get them burner phones, things like that, get them a ride, whatever they need. So
what do you think of these tactics?
It doesn't feel right, man. I don't. How do you? I don't even want to entertain an argument. It's just like you think about these kind of two-way fetish people. Here's your moment. This isn't small government. I know that. So,
that's for sure.
Yeah.
Wow, that's Don Lemon doing some interviews out there. He's been criticized for being at the church where there was a protest, and the U.S. government is also threatening to go in there and charge people with felonies for interrupting a church service. No, seriously.
Yeah.
Is it a felony to interrupt a church service in this country? Now, let's remember that ICE has the ability to go into high schools and churches. So if they interrupted a church service, would they also be committing a felony at that point?
Yes.
So I don't know.
They have immunity.
That's right. You got
or so
it,
they
man.
claim.
Yeah, total immunity. Well, no, I know that it's impossible to even imagine that a church service is interrupted. It's a felony. I mean, we would have families with babies who interrupt church services all the time, suffering felonies.
I don't think it's the same.
Well, it is to me.
Okay. So you might be pushing that a little bit.
Well, yeah, maybe, but if you've ever been in a situation like that, and it's your baby, you're looking around.
Okay.
Now they can take you out of the church and arrest you.
Apparently so, yeah.
All right, so just to keep you in line.
Okay.
So, I got this. I've got this thing in the mail the other day.
Oh, what are these? Your AI glasses?
Yes, these are my AI glasses.
Oh, you've been waiting till now?
I just thought I'd have an extra minute here to just kind of show them to you.
They do look like Clark Kent glasses.
They do?
Yeah.
Yes, they do.
They're very stylish.
All
right, put them on here.
They look okay.
Let's see. Let me get my camera out here and take a picture. Okay. Yeah, they look good.
They just look like thicker than your other frame. They're not like
slightly
noticeably thicker. They're just a different style.
Now, do you have them turned on there?
I do not have them turned on.
All right. Let me get a close-up here of you. Okay.
I can
smile.
at least confirm for the listener that they exist and they are glasses. We'll have to find out if they work.
Now,
I look tentative, and this is the ring that I got with it.
It doesn't fit on your finger.
It goes that far.
Okay. What'd you do to your thumb? What's that all about? You got a Band-Aid on there.
I was cutting up some bread.
Okay.
And I was cutting the end crust piece, and the knife just kind of glanced off and hit my
awful.
Hit my thumb.
So you can't wear the ring. You can only put it on your first finger up to the first knuckle there.
Yeah.
That seems dangerous.
No, it isn't dangerous.
It's going to go flying off.
No, you just go like this.
What are you talking about?
Back and forth.
Okay.
Well, look.
Are you seeing things right now?
I am not. I don't have them turned on. No.
Okay. All right. Well, we'll get into the AI glasses in a little while here. You've tested them out, though, right?
I have.
Okay.
Yep.
And so far, so good.
So far, so good. They have not hurt me.
Okay. The Midwest Farm Report is coming. Well, I don't know. I hope they're okay. We're coming back with more of John and Gordy after this.
She pulls back on the main street in her new Mercedes Benz. The road goes on forever, but the party never ends.
MDX Madison, where biking in the snow is a personality trait. From the capital to your kitchen table, Madison's biggest stories live right here on 92.7 WMDX.
Strawberries, Christmas trees, grape growers, they're all gathered together in Wisconsin Dells for the annual Grow Wisconsin Conference. I'm Pam Yankee. Now, from the Rural Mutual Insurance Farm News Desk, here's what's happening on a Tuesday. And they're not just sharing insights into how to raise their crops, they're also talking about the fringe benefits of being on the farm. One of those, Danielle Clark. She and her husband Tim own and operate Mayberry Farms in Mayville, started back in 2020. Today, she says, aside from raising their own pick-your-own strawberries, helping with honeypeas as well as row crops, they're raising their own crop of kids.
Well, we both grew up on family farms, and we learned the value of hard work and also understanding where our food comes from. It's been a joy not only to raise our kids, but connect other kids that we have learned through and met through our kids at school and other 4-H and other activities, and to get to ignite another generation about how great it is to grow food and the challenges that come with it, but how rewarding those challenges can be. And then the community that surrounds them and surrounds our farm has just been a great place to raise a family.
Danielle Clark, along with her husband Tim, owners and operators of Mayberry Farms in Mayville, where they're raising not only crops, but also their kids. And they're attracting local families as well as urban tourists that want to learn more about their farm, coming from as far away as Chicago. The Grow Wisconsin Conference in Wisconsin Dells continues through Wednesday.
It's time to improve your crops and your bottom line. TH Agrochemicals is an independently owned ag chemical company that has been working with growers for over 4 decades. They offer a large line of generic chemicals that can help you save money. They work with row crops and specialty crops like potatoes, apples, cranberries, and more. Call the experienced sales team for recommendations or visit TH Ag at the Corn Soy Expo, booth 402 at the Kalahari in Wisconsin Dells.
Did you know soybean diseases like white mold and sudden death syndrome can survive in your soil even after rotating crops? Prevention of these diseases is a constant battle, and yield loss from an infection can be devastating. The right management plan makes all the difference. Keep your beans safe this spring with Heads Up seed treatment. Heads Up guards your seed from both white mold and SDS. Stay protected and profitable by asking your seed dealer for Heads Up. Learn more at headsupst.com.
And they're rolling out the red carpet for anyone that wants to join them, the Wisconsin Bison Producers Association, in their annual conference this year, February 6th and 7th at the Holiday Inn in Eau Claire. Find details about the program, wibison.com. Rural Mutual Insurance bringing you this farm news update. Wisconsin only and Wisconsin strong. Find your local insurance agent at ruralmutual.com. I'm Pam Yankee.
Parallel parking in Madison? Impossible. Finding real conversation on the radio? Probable. With 92.7 WMDX.
I'm meteorologist Rodney Price. Increasing clouds this afternoon in mid-teens with southwest winds. Winter weather advisory for the overnight. Snow heavy at times. 3 to 5, maybe even 6 inches of accumulation before it's all said and done by sunrise. Lows in the lower teens. Right now it's 10.
Doctors Without Borders is delivering life-saving medical care where it's needed most in communities around the world. From bandaging war-wounded patients in Sudan to providing clean drinking water in Haiti, we're in more than 70 countries worldwide, bringing patients from sick to recovering, from emergency to aid, from crisis to care. This life-saving care is made possible by a global movement of supporters like you. Thank you.
Civic Media Mornings.
A Wisconsin bill that would require 60 minutes of recess for kindergarten through 6th grade students.
We're talking with Shannon Wysocki, who is the co-leader of Say Yes to Recess.
When we're expecting kids to sit in classrooms for 90 minutes to 2 hours, we're actually wasting that academic time already. I look at it as that extra time that people are worried about. We should shave off some of that and use that towards the recess.
Catch Jamie Martinson and Brian Noonan at your local Civic Media station. Weekdays 6 to 8.
Calls at 855-752-4842. John Peterson is modeling his new AI glasses that he just received a couple of days ago and trying them out. And so far, they seem to be operating efficiently.
Yes.
You like them.
They're not using a lot of energy right now. I don't have them actively searching out AI answers for the questions and the comments that we make here on the program so far.
Not yet.
Not yet.
But we'll get there.
I
Right?
have to work on that. In fact, I realize that I have to actually turn the app on.
Okay. Would you show that hand that has the finger? I want to have a picture of that because I got a picture of you with the glasses. That ring is just going to fall off. Oh, you got to get a different size ring.
I can't. They cost a lot of money. I mean, this is.
Well, can you try it on your
I
pinky?
can't believe it. I went to one of those ring sizers, and it said 8, and I thought, that's okay. That's big enough. I put my finger in it. That's perfect.
Will they let you exchange
This is
it?
an actual size 8.
Will they let you exchange it?
You know, it took me long enough just to get the damn glasses. That is not on my list of things to do.
Okay.
Fair enough.
But
did you try it
it's a
on your
good
pinky
suggestion.
finger? Wouldn't that work on your pinky?
But it's not easy to navigate if it's on my,
Yeah, well, I see. You can't do it like that.
No, you can't.
Oh.
No, this is fine. I mean, what's wrong with that?
It's going to fall off.
I feel like Mr. Mainway on the old Saturday Night Live where he had a bag of glass. And he's proving that the bag of glass isn't dangerous at all. It's got warning signs on it and everything.
Yeah.
And it's good. It's safe. Don't worry about it. It works.
Don't worry.
All right.
Let's go to the phones.
Yeah, let's go to the phones here.
Pizza Box Mike is on the line. Mike, go ahead.
Yeah, some of these guys and their felonies. I mean, especially with 34 felonies and Trump. But
yeah,
what is it, like the First United Church of Karen? I guarantee you, if I went in there with a fistful of hundreds screaming that the Lord God called me down to bring this to this wonderful church, this ice pastor church, I would be charged with a felony. Would I? I might actually be preaching the next Sunday.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Maybe so.
It's gotten really ugly. This war between who is it? Don Lemon and I can't remember.
Don Lemon and Jim Acosta?
No, woman.
Oh.
Right winger. She's complaining about Don Lemon being there and that he should be locked away in prison.
Megyn Kelly?
No, although it sounds like Megyn Kelly a little bit, doesn't it?
It does. Laura Ingraham? I don't know.
Yeah.
Just taking a guess.
Are you still there?
Pizza Box Mike?
Pizza Box Mike?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Yeah.
Just curious, that's all.
No, I just think that what they did yesterday was almost like an example of Jesus going in and turning the tables on the money changers.
Oh,
I mean, the guy's preach. He's a steamer, man. I love going after those guys. I made a preacher cry at the Capitol one day.
Oh, you did?
Oh, really? Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Was that a good thing, though? I mean, was it somebody that was...
Yeah, he was from Kansas or whatever, working with the Republicans,
Okay.
and wearing the nice threads. And he said to me that it was good that he could see over the top of me because he was taller than me, and I can see.
Yeah.
Okay, Mike.
That you have no heart.
Well,
Okay.
all right, Mike.
Kind of cutting in and out, Mike, but thanks.
You're cutting in and out, but appreciate the message. I found it. It's Nicki Minaj.
Okay.
Okay. I mean,
What about her?
I know nothing about Nicki Minaj.
She's
Nothing.
a rapper.
She's a rapper.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, she is trashing Don Lemon.
Oh, okay.
And she called him a homophobic slur over his coverage of the ICE protest at the Minnesota church. All he is, he's just talking to people. He's interviewing them.
He's just talking to people. You're right.
But he has to go to prison.
Now, there are laws, including in Wisconsin, that prevent government shutdowns of churches during emergencies. So that's one thing.
Well,
but
that's different.
Also, you can't just you can't make noise or obstruction, disorderly conduct laws apply at churches.
Okay.
So just so you know, I mean, there is that. And there's some federal laws, apparently.
Okay. This
called
is
the FACE Act, FACE. I'm not sure what that stands for, but
I don't know.
Also protects religious access.
Yes.
And shutdown of churches during emergency.
Right.
So,
and then we're not talking about that.
No.
But this pastor is a white guy, and he's in charge of the local ICE.
Right. I know.
Section up there, and they're protesting the fact that he is part of ICE, and he's preaching the words of Jesus, and still working with ICE. And they're not happy with that. Why don't we just listen to a little bit of the interaction during that protest?
David Easterwood is a pastor here. He is also the director of the field office for ICE in St. Paul. So someone who claims to worship God, teaching people in this church about God, is out there overseeing ICE agents. Think about what we've experienced. How dare you claim to be a pastor of God and you are involved in evil in our community?
And now Nicki Minaj said this: Don is disgusting. How dare you? I want that thug in jail. He would never do that to any other religion. Lock him up. And she said something else, but I'm not going to say that here. I can't even say what it would sound like. So anyway, it was a disparaging word. Anyway, this is what's happening. There's this big war now.
Yeah. Okay.
Ridiculous.
It is.
But anyway, that's what's happening.
Okay.
I think it has more to do with blocking people from going into a church, or an abortion clinic. And if it's just a misdemeanor, no big deal, right? All right.
Okay. Let's go to the phones. Joe is on the line from Madison. Good afternoon, Joe.
Well, we need to remember that all of this is just providing a dodge so we don't think about the Epstein files, right?
Right. Yep, that's exactly true. Yeah.
So how far are they going to go? And I would say that he's already bored with Minnesota, and he's headed off to Greenland and to be going into Greenland. And there are a couple of things about this I find really fascinating. Number one, the word is that he's looking at Greenland because of climate change. It's going to be melting, and there'll be a chance to gather rare earth minerals and new trading routes, blah, blah, blah. This is the same guy who said about climate change, quote, "It's the greatest con job ever perpetrated on the world." So, I mean, is the ice going to melt or not? So, nonetheless, we're committing to this idea of going into Greenland, right? And they've got about 2 mines there. And here's a quote from somebody from the Arctic Institute, okay, somebody from there. He says, "The idea of turning Greenland into America's rare earth factory is science fiction. It's completely bonkers. You might as well mine on the moon. In some respects, it's worse than the moon." And it's because the bulk of the places that you could get these materials from are north of the Arctic Circle, and they said the ice there is like a mile thick. So, 5 to 10 times harder than to mine it in other places. And then if you add this into, I was reading, and I need to do some more research on this, but this person said part of the reason why we talk about China and rare earth minerals, a lot of those rare earth minerals are available in other places, but it is so stinking hard to get to mine those. They were talking about how with some of these, to get 1 ton of these materials that you need that are very strategic for, airlines, computers, all that sort of stuff, it generates 1 ton will generate 2,000 tons of toxic waste.
Wow.
Well, China started doing this stuff back in the 80s, and they were desperate to get anything going. And they have really cornered the market, not on rare earth minerals, but on the refining. Not mining, but the refining of these minerals. So it's an interesting distinction, and one that, of course, would completely, the doddering idiot that is our president, of course, would have no idea about that, particularly since climate change, yes. Climate change, no. Melting, yes. Melting, no. We don't know.
That's
so we don't know anything when it comes to him. So I'll see what I can find on more about this, but I find it just hysterical.
Well,
Why are we going?
Hey, Joe, what was the name of that? What was that report that you cited there? The Arctic
The guy is from the Arctic Institute, and it was from a CNN report from January 12th of 2026.
Okay.
With the title, Completely Bonkers, Trump's Greenland Mining Dreams Collide with Reality. So you can find it on the CNN website.
Yeah, thank you.
That did occur to me. If the ice is melting and it's, creating these pathways for ships, then it must mean there is climate change.
Yes.
Right? I mean,
yes.
Yeah, wait a minute. You can't fool me.
Well, hold on a second. It is kind of weird. Well, thanks, Joe.
All right, Joe. Thanks for that.
You bet. Take
pointing
care.
that out to
call.
us.
Very informative, yeah. 855-752-4842.
Okay. So it's not just Nicki Minaj.
No.
It's also Trump claiming on the old Nicki Minaj bandwagon. He's claiming that the Minneapolis church protesters are trained professionals who should be thrown out of the country.
Right.
He goes on to say, by the way, that they were highly trained. By the way, no evidence whatsoever offered here. Highly trained to scream, rant, and rave like lunatics in a certain manner. That's a quote. That's a quote.
Well, you got to be trained to do that kind of
certain manner.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
So,
just a reminder, he also, Donald Trump ranted about Joe Biden being both senile and a criminal mastermind. So I think when he says somebody is highly trained, I would take it with a grain of salt.
Yeah, that's a good point.
I'm with you.
Yeah.
By the way, I'm going to post this video. It's I truly think it's an AI video, but it shows a Viking in a bathtub with wheels.
Yeah, that is AI.
Rolling down the hill.
Yeah.
With these ice agents chasing after it, and it's
pretty funny.
I found it very entertaining.
Oh, I know. It's pretty
so
funny,
I might just post it only because it's just for entertainment value.
Yes, but
something you would see right in Greenland.
It's possible. Right? Yes, you could see something like that. Yeah, no, they. I saw the same video, and then somebody said, "Yeah, it's definitely AI." So I don't know. Well, what do you know anymore? I mean, how do you know?
It's hard to tell. It really is hard to tell.
It's
but I did kind of notice a few things, and I thought, I don't believe this. And then I saw somebody had fact checked it as well, and it is AI. So. But it is hilarious to watch.
We have some listener comments here about your AI glasses, John.
Oh, yeah.
Somebody said they look like grandpa glasses. Oh, well, that's not. Is that a compliment? I don't.
No, it's not.
I don't think so.
Not a compliment.
John is going to have to wear his AI ring on a chain around his neck. I think you should wear it instead of, the ring on your finger.
Well, that might be actually a pretty good way to use it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That might be one way to make sure you
But
don't
you got to
lose
keep it stable, and on the finger it's stable, and you can just move your thumb up, down, sideways.
Okay. All right. Well, we're going to we'll be back in just a moment.
All right.
With more of John and Gordy. Stay with us.
You gotta have something if you want to be with me. Oh, baby. Nothing from nothing leaves nothing. You gotta have something if you want to be with me. That's right there. Yeah. Gotta have something if you want to be with me. You gotta bring me something, girl, if you want to be with me.
Real news, great conversation, right to your inbox. Subscribe to the WMDX newsletter and never miss the stories right here in Madison. WMDXradio.com.
Gamers, this is your weekly call to action. Monday, Pokemon. Tuesday and Wednesday, Warhammer. Thursday, One Piece. Friday, Magic the Gathering. Saturday, Dungeons & Dragons and Commander. Pick your night and come play. Guild Pack Games, made by gamers, for gamers.
You can support animals in need in our community when you shop at Dane County Humane Society's thrift stores. Thrift Store West on Watts Road and Thrift Store East on High Crossing Boulevard. Shop gently used and new clothing and accessories, home goods, toys, furniture, and a whole lot more. All proceeds from the Dane County Humane Society's thrift stores support the comfort and care of animals in need across the county. Visit giveshelter.org/thrift for more information.
Are you living with dry AMD? If so, you could be on the road to geographic atrophy, or GA, a condition that leads to retinal cell death and permanent vision loss. But with iSurvey, you can
slow it
down and get it going slower.
Izervay slows GA progression by targeting a key source of retinal cell death, which may help preserve your vision longer. Izervay, or Avastin Captid Pagel, is a prescription eye injection used to treat GA. Don't take it if you have an infection or active swelling in or around your eye. Izervay can cause eye infection, retinal detachment, or increased risk of wet AMD. Izervay may temporarily increase eye pressure. Your vision may be impaired after an eye injection or exam. Don't delay. Ask your doctor about Izervay today.
Izervay gets GA going slower.
Visit Izervay.com. That's IZERVAY.com. Paid for by Astellas Pharma.
Hey there, Wisconsin. Tom Hartman here. Democracy is not a spectator sport, so join me each and every weekday right here on Civic Media for the Tom Hartman program from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. Covering the news of the day and sharing ways for you to get off the sidelines and get active in your community, because change starts with you. Get involved and tune in to the Tom Hartman program Monday through Friday from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. right here on your local Civic Media radio station.
Reading aloud to children sharpens their listening skills, expands their vocabularies, and nurtures a lifelong love of reading. That's why Reading is Fundamental, the nation's leading children's literacy nonprofit, offers free monthly read-alouds by popular authors through its Rally to Read program. Visit rallytoread.org to watch the read-alouds and discover exciting reading activities for school and home. Visit rallytoread.org today.
When a person calls 988, they're connected to
It's John and Gordy in the afternoon sandbox, getting stuff around as usual.
Phone lines are back open. If you want to get in, now's a good time. 855-752-4842.
This is something that seemed kind of interesting at the time. It's the royal treatment, they're saying. A prominent New York City Democrat who refuses to reveal who he is told Fox News, of course, now, people say that kind of thing. A Democrat said.
Somebody said.
Yes, that Mayor Mamdani's bidet wish highlights hypocrisy among Democrats who are outraged at Trump's bathroom renovations at the White House. Now, the thing is, somebody asked Mamdani if he could change one thing in the mansion or wherever he's staying, as governor, what would it be? And he said, well, I'd like to put in bidets.
Wait. This is Mamdani?
Yeah. He's
mayor
as mayor
of New York. In his mayor's mansion.
In his new mansion.
Okay.
In the mayor's mansion. So he wants to put in bidets. It's just big deal, right? That's not. I don't think that's quite compared to the renovation of the bathrooms with marble in Trump's palace, the White House.
Yeah,
you can add a removable bidet, like it just clips on.
Okay. Yes, you
can.
So
it can be completely easy, reversible, cheap modification,
right?
As opposed to redoing it in marble.
Yes.
Good point. Yes.
The guy says he's been mayor for a minute, and now the socialist thinks he's flush with so much cash he can buy bidets.
That's cute.
Many don't know that a bidet does not cost a heck of a lot of money. Now, you can get a manual bidet, or you can get one that plugs into the wall, and that's where the cost would come in. An electrician would come in and put an outlet near the toilet someplace, so you can plug it in. I've done it. I just thought it was a good idea. That's all.
Yeah. You have bidets at your house?
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm living in extravagance, apparently. I didn't know
You
that.
didn't know.
Oh, no. Another person posted this. Nothing like waking up to the news reporting that Mom Donnie wants to install bidets at Gracie Mansion.
How outrageous. Oh, my.
Here, Mondani is tackling the important stuff, installing bidets in Gracie Mansion. He says it's an aspirational hope. He's a socialist, a Muslim, and a comedian.
Okay.
And then here's another one. This ridiculous, phony-sounding story morphed into this. Get this. Mondani is forcing residents of New York City to install and use bidets. Your thoughts?
No, he's not.
No, he's not. He's putting them in the mansion. He's not asking all of New York City to put bidets in, although that would be, kind of a cool thing, like free buses.
Okay.
And clearing this whole thing up.
Oh, and there's more?
Was this post. Fox News is not a serious establishment. You can get a bidet for $50 or less. How would you compare that to the whole renovation? Just to make Mom Donnie look bad, I suppose.
Yeah, they're trying to make him look bad.
But the bidet story really kind of missed the media fan for some reason.
Yeah. Missed the mark on that one.
I thought it was a good story.
It is.
It's hot.
Fine. Yeah.
All right. Now, this was great criticism of our, what do we call him? Mad King Don.
Mad King Don.
Right,
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Well, somebody's calling him a man baby. We had a caller who said, yeah, call him a man baby. Yeah. Well, anyway, man baby plans on imposing new tariffs on an assortment of European countries unless they deal with the United States and make, Greenland his own. That's what it's all about. The man baby, the man child. We could call him that. Of course, he wants to put a 10% tariff on these countries: Denmark, Norway, Sweden, France, Germany, United Kingdom, and then the Netherlands and Finland. Now, that if we get stuff from them that'll cost us, American consumers, a lot of money, this is just a rant that he had apparently, but, he's pretty serious about this kind of stuff.
Well, they asked him during the news conference how far he would go to acquire Greenland. This news conference had just wrapped up a little while ago, and the president says, "You'll find out." So that's an empty,
crazy stuff. Again, it's
you'll find out.
The Mad King. He said, "Now, after centuries, it's time for Denmark to give back. World peace is at stake." Okay. What
Really?
Is he going to break the world peace with a war with Greenland? And another person wrote, "A genuine man baby. The MAGA morons will never clock that in their talking points."
Okay. Well, we'll find out. He's on
know.
his way over to Switzerland. They're going to have a big meeting with European leaders.
And we'll all just pay more
sort
money.
It all out.
Yeah, for everything from the Scandinavian countries.
Yeah.
I'm looking
Apparently
forward to that, and there's, of course, no one to blame.
Could be,
10%. The MAGAs.
Could be 10%, could be 25%.
Could 25%. June, right?
Yeah, he put
June
a
1st.
deadline on getting Greenland.
He didn't say 2 weeks, 2 months.
No, he put a deadline on it this time.
Did.
Yeah.
Wow. So they better cough up Greenland.
Good luck.
Wow.
It's not going to happen.
Now, I do want to...
looking for an off-ramp.
Yeah.
They're just, now it become an embarrassment to the United States.
It just seems like we're talking about embarrassing stories all over the place, right? I mean, the East Wing, the renovated bathrooms, taking Greenland.
It just goes on and on.
And in a private account, offshore account, for all the oil money that he's making in Venezuela.
What about keeping classified documents in the bathroom?
Sure.
If you have a bidet, does that cancel that out? Or?
Well, only if it gets dismissed.
Right. Okay. We'll continue with more of John and Gordy after an update of news, weather, and sports. Keep it right here.
Cool water, clear water, clear water.
This is 92.7 WMDX Columbus, Madison's real news and great conversation. A Civic Media station. WMDXradio.com.
ABC News, I'm Michelle Franz, and a grand jury has indicted Democratic leaders, including Minnesota's governor, Minneapolis mayor, and state attorney general Keith Ellison. According to officials, the investigation centers whether they are obstructing federal immigration operations. ABC's Matt Rivers is in Minneapolis with Ellison's reaction.
I want to read you part of his statement that reads, "Today, my office has received a criminal grand jury subpoena from the Department of Justice. It is a subpoena for records and documents, not for me personally. Everything about this," he says, "is highly irregular, especially the fact that this comes shortly after my office sued the Trump administration to challenge their illegal actions within Minnesota. Let's be clear about why this is happening. Donald Trump is coming after the people of Minnesota, and I'm standing in his way."
President Trump at the White House marking his first year in office, touting his immigration policies in Minnesota and other cities, saying it makes them safer. He heads tomorrow to Davos for the World Economic Summit, with Greenland front and center along with tariffs. This is ABC News.
Your neighbors are talking. Leaders are deciding. Madison's story unfolds daily on 92.7 WMDX.
For 92.7 WMDX News, I'm Shali Pittman. 3 Madisonians are getting recognized for values embodied by the Reverend Dr. King. Ahmad Jamal Eubanks is a founder of an education consulting business. Dr. Justice Castaneda is executive director of Commonwealth Development, and Gift Akari is a musician and electrical engineering freshman at UW-Madison. Last night, those 3 were honored with humanitarian awards at the 41st Madison-Dane County MLK Day observance, which also featured keynote speaker Mark Lamont Hill, a scholar, author, and commentator.
For every person with a microphone, every person with a memory, every person with a statue, there's tens of thousands of people who organized, who struggled, who voted, who prayed, who made photocopies, who cooked, who bailed people out of jail, who stood in the gap for freedom to happen. And we got to lift those names up and those voices up, and not just a single superstar.
Other speakers last night connected King's legacy to immigrant rights. Madison Mayor Santia Rhodes Conway.
It is time for us to come together as a community and learn and uphold the principles of nonviolent civil disobedience.
Those comments come as an immigrants' rights group is warning of a possible ramp-up in immigration enforcement in Wisconsin. Over the weekend, Daryl Marine, president of the Milwaukee-based Forward Latino, encouraged people not to panic but to plan. Some candidates for governor are debating what to do if ICE comes to Wisconsin. Last week, Lieutenant Governor Sarah Rodriguez proposed banning immigration enforcement around schools, churches, courthouses, and more. Governor Evers expressed hesitation at the idea. GOP frontrunner Tom Tiffany says ICE agents, quote, need to be able to do their job. I'm Shali Pittman, 92.7 WMDX News.
The Bucks celebrate a win. Hi, I'm Mike Clemens with sports. NBA, the Bucks over the Atlanta Hawks, 112-110. The Bucks back home tomorrow night against the Oklahoma Thunder. It'll be a late start, tip-off time 8:30. Giannis Antetokounmpo named to the NBA All-Star team for the 10th time in his career. He says it was something he could have only dreamed about when he first arrived in Milwaukee as an 18-year-old from Greece.
I think when I came to the league, I had this meeting with John Hammond and Dave Morway. There was the GM and the assistant GM of the Bucks, and they told me like, "Hey, you can be one of those guys." And I'm like, "You really believe that?" It was like, "Yeah, if you work hard and you have the tools to be one of those guys." And I kind of took that and kind of installed it in my heart. One of my goals as a player was to be a 10-time All-Star, and I'm very happy that I'm accomplished it. It doesn't stop here. There's more to go, and can't wait for whatever chapter is next.
College hoops, Marquette over Providence in overtime, 105-104. With sports, I'm Mike Clemens.
Local news, real voices, and conversations that count. That's Madison. And that's 92.7 WMDX.
I'm meteorologist Rodney Price. Increasing clouds this afternoon in mid-teens with southwest winds. Winter weather advisory for the overnight. Snow heavy at times. 3 to 5, maybe even 6 inches of accumulation before it's all said and done by sunrise. Lows in the lower teens. Right now it's 10.
where working people come to talk. It's The Rick Smith Show, weeknights at 9 on the Civic Media Radio Network. Join me for an honest approach to the issues American working families care about. No talking points, no focus groups. Get ready for a heavy dose of democracy, fairness, grit, and no apologies. It's current affairs from a working class labor perspective. Facts are center, science is real, and everyone gets a seat at the table. The Rick Smith Show, weeknights at 9 on the Civic Media Radio Network.
When a warrior faces adversity, he fights through it. He finds a way. Freedom isn't free. Rolling strong. Belief. Believe you can, and you will.
Wheelchairs for Warriors provides mobility solutions to veterans and first responders injured in the line of duty. Join the mission and visit wheelchairsforwarriors.org.
As the 21st century began, human evolution was at a turning point, a dumbing down, until humanity was incapable of solving even its most basic problems.
This is grade A weapons-grade stupidity.
Just doing my civic duties.
We can duck and cover. There's a fallout shelter right there.
There's no way to survive this, you idiot!
Idiocracy.
For the smartest guy in the world, you're pretty dumb sometimes.
Dumb most of the time, and we're going to talk about that $3 meal.
Oh, boy. Can't wait.
Why? Oh, I can't wait either.
Our phone lines are wide open. Call us from any part of the state, 855-752-4842.
All right. I'm doing the show today with my new AI glasses on.
They look very stylish.
I'm not using the AI necessarily at this point. It is asking me about that, but I'm not using it. No, sir.
No.
Hold on. You hold on right now. Let's
I
get
took
to
a
this.
picture. I took a couple of pictures, and I put them on the Facebook page. If you go to John and Gordy in the Morning, we haven't changed the name on that yet. John and Gordy in the Morning on Facebook, you can see John with his new glasses on and the ring on your finger.
Yes.
No, okay.
The ring of power. All right. So, all right. Take this affordable meal, folks.
How does this work?
Prices are going up, but the AG. She's no, it's ag.
Oh, okay. Wait.
The ag secretary Brooke Rollins said this. Let's listen.
Okay.
This is 231. Cut 231.
Okay.
Sorry, just a second.
Here we go.
We've run over 1,000 simulations. It can cost around $3 a meal for a piece of chicken, a piece of broccoli, corn tortilla, and one other thing. And so there is a way to do this that actually will save the average American consumer money.
Yeah,
sounds filling, Brooke.
Yeah.
Have you tried it? Have you tried that as a filling meal? I doubt it. I mean, the internet immediately jumped on those comments, of course, mocking up example after example of what an affordable dinner looks like in Donald Trump's America. And some of them are pretty funny. The one with the single red M&M is probably my favorite. You can see on the screen right there, probably my favorite.
Something you could buy in a food desert, probably. There are a lot of those, but, no one ever thought about that. The ag secretary never thought of food deserts. That's probably why a lot of people eat a lot of the junk food. That's why the junk food is still something you can buy with SNAP food stamps. I mean, that's the problem. I mean, they can't access really good food. And get this, now you have a piece of chicken, you have a piece of broccoli.
A piece of broccoli.
And I don't think I have ever served my kids a corn tortilla. Just sitting on a plate with nothing in it, just there.
That's the $3 meal.
That's the $3 meal.
Else.
What a deal.
She said there's something else that she doesn't remember.
Yeah, well, it's a snack. Okay, now they expect you to have some kind of snack, and I would assume that's junk food. All right, now let's get to this. This is Neera Tandon. She's a CEO of the Center for American Progress, and she had this to say. This is cut 240.
Okay.
Nobody would think you could actually have a meal in $3 in America today. And I think this is a demonstration of the problem with this entire administration, which is the faux populism of they speak for working class people while they, essentially rip snap away for people at the same time that they build a ballroom for himself. They take away health care from people, and on the other side of it, they say, oh, but you can afford a $3 dinner, which, frankly, does not exist really anywhere in America. Now,
Not even at McDonald's, I will add.
Maybe you can imagine that if you're a billionaire or you're hanging out with trillionaires, but in the real life, where actual Americans are, people recognize it. And I think the power of this example is it tells working class people, working people across this country, that this administration has no idea what it's like to struggle with this economy, because they are making up stuff for you to argue that actually things are affordable when that could not be further from the truth.
And we know, because of the food deserts out there, they can't really get a lot of this food.
Right.
And also, no one buys one piece of chicken or one piece of broccoli. I mean, you buy in quantity, right? A bag of this, a container of that. So it's going to cost you a heck of a lot more money than just putting 3 pieces of something on a plate. You can't buy food like that.
Oh, it doesn't work that way.
No, it doesn't work that way. They've never been to a store, apparently.
Groceries, such an old-fashioned word.
Yeah. Here's one suggestion that came in. Agriculture Secretary Brooke Rollins recommended cash-strapped Americans try eating a nutritious, high-fiber baseball. How about this?
What?
Just these are suggestions. Why not have something else? Maybe that's that other item that they said you should be on the plate as well to fill you up. Now, I have to talk about the food pyramid here, because they have really stacked up this food pyramid like in the opposite direction.
Right, yeah.
Now, you're going to have to eat a lot of meat, which will cause cancer and fat buildup in your veins and arteries.
Pyramid.
Yeah, it's just, it's crazy stuff. Now, it's good to have all those things. Cheese is right up there with meat. Okay. And it's great to have that stuff, but you really need the fiber part of it.
Yeah.
And of course, we had the food pyramid in a way that stressed a lot of starches, a lot of noodles,
the old days.
Pasta, and breads, which, are also not very good.
Mm-hmm.
So we had it all wrong, and they made it even more wrong by suggesting just a high-protein diet. What the hell? Everybody should have it, at least for most of their life until they have to start taking statins.
They put fruits and vegetables in there a little bit?
Yes.
Okay,
yeah.
well, good.
It's still there, but it's not quite as prominent.
Yeah, it's a piece of broccoli.
Yeah, it's a piece of broccoli.
That's it. Okay.
All right, but I got a follow-up story on that, and poor Brooke. Oh, people are picking on her, of course, as you know, you just heard.
Yeah.
And she came out and reacted to it. This is cut 272, and listen to what Brooke Rollins had to say.
I said, come back to me and let me know. And I don't want any funny business with numbers. I really want to know what that looks like, because we had run almost 1,000 simulations, and between $3 and $4 is a fair number if you can have access to that food. So just about an hour ago, I saw new numbers that were run. A full day, meaning 3 full square meals and a snack, is about $15.64. $15.64. That's all 3 meals and a snack. So we'll be talking more about that in the coming days and weeks. Part of me sort of cringed at the criticism that I got, because it wasn't what I meant. And I grew up with a single mom in a really small town, and certainly never meant to be flippant. But I also think that the left, or those that were attacking me, perhaps know that this is an issue that 90% of Americans agree on. It is one that no one's really done anything about until this administration. And it is one where we will fundamentally, I believe, change the trajectory of our country by changing the health of our country. And I'm really proud of that.
Well, yes, you should be proud. Okay. Wow. Okay. Well,
Brett in Brown Deer says, leave it to America to make a food pyramid where the healthiest food is a steak dinner, but it's going to cost you more than $3.
Yes.
Yeah, I did notice they had a steak in there at the top of the pyramid.
So how are you going to have an affordable dinner?
Good luck.
If you have steak on the plate. I mean, I don't remember the last time I actually bought a steak.
Me either.
That's expensive. Ground beef, I guess, I don't even know how that becomes so inexpensive when all the other beef is very, very expensive. But
okay.
Anyway, that's the big $3 a meal story that everybody's going to be talking about for a long period of time now that she has actually come up with a total of $15.64 for 3 meals a day.
Per person, right?
Exactly.
Per person.
Okay.
Yeah.
Also, for those of you who may not be very good with numbers, 15 divided by 3 is 5, not 3.
Right. That's right. So that other thing on the plate, right, the fourth item,
the snack,
that's going to be very expensive.
Okay, gotcha.
That could be a bag of Fritos or something like that.
Great. Okay.
But, $15.64, really, seriously, if you add all that up, if you have a family of 4, that's quite a bit of money right there.
Right? Yes.
Per
it's
day.
Not cheap. It's not like it's a bargain. No.
And, the SNAP program doesn't offer up a whole hell of a lot of extra money for food.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Want to remind you the Free America walkout is going on today. This is being promoted by the League of Women Voters of Wisconsin, in fact, all across the state and all across the nation. Free America walkout, encouraging people to walk out of work, out of school, commerce, because Free America begins the moment that we all stop cooperating with fascism. And that's going on nationwide. There was a walkout here in Madison as well, Silver Badgers protest, and that may still be going on the west side of Madison, Gammon Road near Tree Lane. We got some messages from Ginny, who helped to get the word out on this. It's the Silver Badgers. They're out in the cold there, protesting Trump administration treatment of immigrants, attempt to undermine democracy, abuses by immigration and customs enforcement officers, and the fatal shooting of Renee Nicole Good in Minneapolis. That's going on today.
I think that's over.
It was scheduled
2 to 3,
2
right?
to 3 p.m., but it's Gammon Road near Tree Lane. So, they may be moving on, but I just wanted to make you aware of that.
Everybody's out there trying to get involved. There's a tremendously hopeless feeling in this country right now, and I can see why everybody's kind of reacting and trying to get out there and say something, do something. We have very little time left before our break, so let's go to CJ right now in Stoughton. What do you got, CJ?
CJ, you there? Did we lose him?
We must have lost him.
All right, well.
Oh, well, okay. I just tried. Okay, now let's get to this. This is the Danish European Parliament member that came out swinging against Trump. So I think they are fed up over there. So let's listen to a member of the European Parliament. Cut 270.
Thank you. Urmează domnul Anders Vistisen.
Let me put this in words you might understand. Mr. President, off. Det var næsten sådan ordene lød, da jeg for et år siden stod på den selv samme talerstol.
I'm sorry, colleague. This is against our rules. As much as you might feel, or the room might feel in this, we have clear rules about cuss words, language that is inappropriate in this room. I'm sorry to interrupt you, but it is unacceptable, even if you might have strong political feelings about this.
Okay.
Wow. No, here we're working at a disadvantage because we still are not allowed to say the F word on the air.
Well, of course not.
And, of course not. But it seems
They
like
still
now
have some rules.
everybody's saying it.
Right, I know. Yeah.
I'm saying the same thing about the S word, which I think should be permitted. I mean, everybody's saying that now, even on the evening news when it's appropriate.
Yeah.
We would only use it here in an appropriate manner.
Well, you have a potty mouth, so that's why they they
do not. No,
yeah, you just swear like a sailor
I'm
all the
for,
time. No wonder they put the
I'm
rule
for
down
free
here.
speech here.
I understand, but you got to keep it clean. It's a family show, don't you remember?
Oh yeah, that's right. It's a family show.
Okay. We'll take more of your calls, 855-752-4842. It's John and Gordy coming right back.
Somebody wrote, that was the greatest CJ call ever.
Oh, good one, Brett.
I can make delivery up to 15 times a day. I'll be your butter and egg man from California, USA.
Madison and 92.7 WMDX. Both weird in the best way.
I'm hungry. What's cooking?
Oh, no, not me. It's your turn.
Oh, we're back to taking turns?
Yes.
Well, how about Sugar River Pizza?
Oh, yeah, now they can cook.
I could really go for some of that 12-hour smoked pulled pork.
Ooh, and some pasta. Okay, now I'm hungry. Sugar River, here we come.
And they have that great kids menu, too.
We don't have any kids.
Right. That's beside the point. The point is, I'm hungry, you're hungry.
Let's go.
Yes. And we should talk about having some kids.
Get in the car, Bob. Sugar River, Sun Prairie, Verona, New Glarus, and catering.
It's the Eco Minute, powered by Clean Wisconsin, your environmental voice since 1970. I'm Amy Barrio. The developer behind an AI data center approved in Port Washington is backing away from plans to buy up land near Green Bay. Residents in the village of Greenleaf caught wind of the project when some landowners started getting offers from an undisclosed buyer. After strong local pushback, Cloverleaf has announced it will no longer pursue that location. Commercial fishing companies working in the Great Lakes have stopped putting fish waste into area landfills. Every year, about 60% of the fish harvested has been thrown away. Heads, guts, skin, scales. Now 90% of fishing companies in the region have pledged to use every part of every fish for products like fish oil and fish meal. The move will cut 8 million pounds of greenhouse gas emissions generated by landfilling. Right now on the Defender podcast, the EPA moves to weaken one of the most successful environmental protections in U.S. history. Listen at cleanwisconsin.org or wherever you get your podcasts.
Listen to the Civic Media exclusive podcast, Busted Pencils.
Our guest, Dr. Jonathan Gerko. Johnny, jump in there.
I think there was very little radical about Mamdani. Free buses, for example. I ride the bus. Very few people actually pay the fare today. And you're riding the bus to work or to go to school or to spend your money in a different part of town. Hardly a radical public service.
Subscribe to Busted Pencils wherever you listen to podcasts.
Listen, retirement is the long game.
Another edition of Idiocracy here with John and Gordy. Dumb stories that we just have to tell everybody about.
That's right. 855-752-4842 is our number. Give us a call or send us a text at the Civic Media app. Just download the app, find your local Civic Media station, and send us a text.
All right. I was going to just file this away, but I really...
What?
This is Caroline Leavitt at her worst or best or whatever, depending on your approach to politics. She was asked about Renee Good's death, and the reporter simply asked the question, and of course, then she wanted to kind of turn it around on him, and she did, but she looked the fool. And this is just so outrageous. I have to play it. I know it's a little ways back, but it's just outrageous enough to play it again. Let's listen.
Earlier, you were just defending ICE agents generally, and earlier on, Secretary Noem spoke to the media, and she said, among other things, that they are doing everything correctly. 32 people died in ICE custody last year. 170 U.S. citizens were detained by ICE, and Renee Good was shot in the head and killed by an ICE agent. How does that equate to them doing everything correctly?
Why was Renee Good unfortunately and tragically killed?
Are you asking me my opinion? because an ICE agent acted recklessly and killed her unjustifiably.
Oh, okay. So you're a biased reporter with a left-wing opinion.
What do you want me to do?
Yeah, because you're a left-wing hack. You're not a reporter. You're posing in this room as a journalist, and it's so clear by the premise of your question. And you and the people in the media who have such biases but fake like you're a journalist, you shouldn't even be sitting in that seat. But you're pretending like you're a journalist, but you're a left-wing activist. And the question that you just raised and your answer proves your bias. You should be reporting on the facts. You should be reporting on the cases. Do you have the numbers of how many American citizens were killed at the hands of illegal aliens who ICE is trying to remove from this country? I bet you don't. I bet you didn't even read up on those stories. I bet you never even read about Laken Riley or Jocelyn Nungray or all of the innocent Americans who were killed at the hands of illegal aliens in this country. And the brave men and women of ICE are doing everything in their power to remove those heinous individuals and make our communities safer. And shame on people like you in the media who have a crooked view and have a biased view and pretend like you're a real honest journalist.
Well, now people are dying at the hands of ICE.
Yeah. Wow.
Instead of illegal immigrants. Yeah. I guess that's better in some way, shape, or form. She did avoid the question. The reporter wanted to know why so many people were dying in ICE custody.
Yeah, and
she avoided it completely
him,
just by attacking him. Yeah.
Basically. Yeah, and I know you've seen this Jen Psaki do her reports on MS Now, and she occasionally will take on the role of the press secretary and say, "Here's how you should have answered this question."
Exactly. Yes.
Even if it's a pointed answer, there's a right way to do it and there's a wrong way to do it. And Caroline Levitt chose the wrong way to do it.
Exactly.
Just
exactly.
Attack.
And you know what this it poisons the minds of the public. Those who are susceptible to this kind of indoctrination. People are, on that side now, and they're thinking everybody is an enemy simply because they may disagree with what ICE is doing. Mm-hmm. So let's listen to this. This is a little kid, a soccer kid.
Okay.
He was harassed out on the field, and he was telling his mom. His mom kind of prompted him to say what happened out there on the field. So why don't we listen to this? This is 272.
Tell me again what the other player told you during games.
So the goalkeeper in futsal, he said some really bad stuff to me, and it just made me get really emotional. In my game, and I barely get emotional in soccer. And this guy told me I'm an illegal immigrant, even though I was born in America. He said Trump is gonna get me and send me back to where I used to live, and I was born in America. I don't live anywhere else. And then he called me an effing B word, and I just don't get why kids like to say those stuff. It makes me really sad that how they just control their power like that. They think they have power, and it's just not nice.
There you go.
Sorry.
Wow. So just a little kid getting harassed.
An Asian child, and he was harassed out on the field, and can't get over it, can't figure it out. And this is the kind of poison that we're feeding the kids now. This is the kind of indoctrination that I guess makes the MAGAs happy out there. I have a hard time believing that this is what you voted for. Okay, and I'd like to hear more resistance to this kind of thinking, this kind of harassment of everybody out there in the country. Not everybody's going to agree with you, but you certainly don't have to harass them like that. And this kid was like 9 or 10 years old.
Right. Yeah.
Just ridiculous.
Let's go to the phones. We just have a minute here. Pat from Milwaukee, go ahead.
Well, good afternoon, guys. Two little factoids, or one factoid. The only murder so far this year in Minneapolis is Renee Good. And the other interesting point is that we shouldn't be calling those people MAGAs. That's too vague. I think the real term is Trumpansies. And it would be apt if Disney were to make another sequel of Planet of the Apes with, for the modern era, you call it Planet of the Trumpansies. That's what we're witnessing. Trump has the intelligence level of a chimp, and his followers seem to not too far behind.
Well, you know what?
Yeah.
You know what, Pat? I think somebody's going to probably pick up on that idea and make a nice AI-generated film.
Yeah,
so
could be.
Red-hatted.
Yeah, you never know.
Chimpanzees.
Pat, thanks for that
All
call.
right, yeah.
We've got more calls coming in, but we'll take a break for the Midwest Farm Report. We'll be back with more of John and Gordy on this Tuesday afternoon. Call us, 855-752-4842. Coming back after this.
Isthmus. It's not a lisp, it's where we live. WMDX. From the capital to your kitchen table, Madison's biggest stories live right here on 92.7 WMDX.
Danielle and her husband both grew up living on a farm, and that's where they decided they wanted their 5 children to grow up as well. Now, the family runs a pick-your-own strawberry farm in Mayville, Wisconsin. Danielle tells us why she wanted to raise her family on the farm.
Well, we both grew up on family farms, and we learned the value of hard work and also understanding where our food comes from. It's been a joy not only to raise our kids, but connect other kids that we have learned through and met through our kids at school and other 4-H and other activities, and to get to ignite another generation about how great it is to grow food and the challenges that come with it, but how rewarding those challenges can be. And then the community that surrounds them and surrounds our farm has just been a great place to raise a family.
And Danielle Clark of Mayville, Wisconsin, on her family's journey to Mayberry Farms. Don't touch that radio dial. I'll have a look at your closing markets right after this.
From beautiful farmlands to battlefields, that's our next adventure. Hi, everybody. Farm Director Pam Yonke inviting you to join me on our Southern Harvest and History Tour, September 13th through the 21st, Charleston to Atlanta. We'll discover the rich agricultural heritage and charm of South Carolina and Georgia, starting in Charleston with a horse-drawn carriage ride through the downtown district, on to Savannah for a city trolley tour, riverboat cruise, and hands-on praline cooking. Then it's out to the beautiful farmlands. We'll visit Hardy Farms' peanut and cotton operation to connect with the region's agricultural roots. All of our adventures conclude in Atlanta with a stop at the world-renowned Georgia Aquarium. Find details and book it today. HolidayVacations.com. Keyword Pam for a brochure. Watch that online travel show for discounts and book this tour. That's HolidayVacations.com. Keyword Pam for your brochure today.
We've got a bit of a mixed bag today on the close from Chicago. Cash corn closed down a penny at $4.23 3/4. New crop corn closed up 3/4 a penny at $4.50 1/2. Cash soybeans closed down 4 3/4 at $10.53. New crop soybeans closed down 5 cents at $10.64. Cash wheat closed down 7 3/4 cents at $5.10 1/4. New crop wheat closed down 6 1/2 at $5.34. Taking a look at those dairy markets, February Class 3 milk contracts are trading up 20 cents at $15.27 per hundredweight. March Class 3 milk contracts trading up 22 cents at $15.37 per hundredweight. 40-pound block cheese closed up 4 1/2 today at $1.33 1/2. AA butter closed up 5 1/2 cents at $4.41. From the Rural Mutual Insurance News Desk and the Midwest Farm Report, I'm Kylie Allen.
Parallel parking in Madison? Impossible. Finding real conversation on the radio? Probable. With 92.7 WMDX.
I'm meteorologist Rodney Price. Increasing clouds this afternoon in mid-teens with southwest winds. Winter weather advisory for the overnight. Snow heavy at times. 3 to 5, maybe even 6 inches of accumulation before it's all said and done by sunrise. Lows in the lower teens. Right now it's 10.
You're a storyteller, negotiator, artist, innovator. Whatever your passion, whatever your skills, behind the scenes or in front, you belong here. A career in broadcast media. Local radio and TV stations in every town and city need someone like you. So do what you love and bring your talent to life. Your passion, your skills, your career. You belong here. Learn more at youbelonghere.media.
Pete Schwaba. Conrad is out sick tonight. I just confirmed what Conrad has. As it turns out, he has gigantism, alien hand syndrome, celiacs, the pig's flu. He has evil twinism. He didn't seem like himself the last couple nights working the board. Conrad, get well soon. There are probably HIPAA restrictions on this, but that's not for me to say. If anyone can do it, the guy who can bench almost 300 pounds can do it.
Nightlight.
Of us immersed in sin is how we have to give these futures made of virtual insanity. Now always seem to be governed by this love we have for useless twisting of that new technology. Oh, now there is no sound, but we all live underground.
Technology. As I do the program today with my AI glasses on, but they're not activated. Just to let you know.
Why are you waiting so long to activate
I
them?
haven't figured this out.
Did you read the instruction manual?
Yes, I did. I read it, and
Have
it
you
has
looked
to
at
be
any-
linked to my phone app.
Okay.
And then it uses the phone app in order to look up the stuff that I want to know about.
I see.
In AI. Now, there's active AI or proactive AI, and
What's the
I'm not.
difference?
Well, that's a good question. See, that's why I'm not doing this yet.
Oh, I get
I think the active AI just continually answers all the questions that it detects.
Okay.
And proactive is something, I say, hey, can you find out what the weather is in Middleton today?
I
Then
see.
it will react.
You have to actually say it out loud to your
Well,
glasses?
yes. I mean, what brain?
So you're gonna be walking-
brain waves or something?
You're going to be walking around talking to yourself.
Mr. Brainiac here. I can speak across.
People do that anyway if they have AirPods in and they're on a phone call.
Okay. All right. Well, you're right. Yeah.
So, take it easy, man. You just, slowly but surely I will absorb technology as only I can.
Now, you're wearing the ring. Again, the ring that is perilously at the end of your
No, it isn't.
first
Look.
finger.
See, it's not coming off.
Okay. But have you used the ring yet? Are you using it
I
today?
have used it. It's not easy to use. You have to swipe left and right in order to move left and right,
Left
or
and right.
up and down in order to go from topic to topic.
Boy.
And then you tap it in order to go to a specific topic that you've chosen.
Seems very difficult so far.
Well, that was a pretty simple explanation, Gordy.
I know, but you said it was difficult to operate.
It is only because I'm not quite sure of the capabilities yet.
Not used to it.
But we will see.
Okay.
And there is a way to adjust the size of the lens that I'm looking at in order to read what I need to read.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't seem to be operating correctly only because you can shrink it or you can expand it.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to shrink it down so I can read the whole thing at one glance, but
Now,
instead...
You let me try the glasses on for a minute, and I could see, but I had to look straight up,
Yes.
practically. I mean, I was looking at a high
That's
angle.
only because it's not adjusted to you. It's adjusted to my eyes.
That seems like that would
The
be...
nose makes the adjustment different.
Your nose makes the adjustment
Yes,
different?
you have a lower
Okay. A
bridge
bridge
on your nose,
Okay.
and I have a higher one.
Okay. But I would hate to have to look straight up like that all the time to just read the... I would think that would give me a lot of eye strain, perhaps headaches
But you can
after a few minutes.
you can glance up,
Glance up,
The cool
okay.
thing is I could enter in and scroll maybe a story that I want to tell.
Yeah.
Or, it's a teleprompter.
Oh, like a
essentially.
so you could...
Yeah, and you could
put the...
designate the speed of that teleprompter.
I see. Yeah.
The writing to go by so you can read it. There is, by the way, at the new CES exhibit, they had these kinds of glasses, but you are able to stop and pause, and the teleprompter will stop and pause.
No kidding. Wow.
So it doesn't just keep
That's
going
cool.
Yeah, that's pretty cool too.
So you could be reading the Gettysburg Address, and
it looks like I'm just making it
doing
up.
it by memory.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right.
I want to see you do that.
We have Catherine Lake on the line.
Oh, wait a minute.
I said something wrong.
Okay, let's go to the phones. Catherine, hi.
Criticism. It's always criticism why I call. No, I'm just curious about these glasses.
Yeah.
Now, you and I are both glasses wearers, John, but I think I'm more blind than you and Gordy put together.
Yeah.
For those who actually care about their numbers, I'm -7. That's going to shock somebody. Someone's going to drive off the road hearing that.
Mm-hmm.
So you know. So are your glasses good enough still?
Yes,
as
these are prescription glass lenses.
Mm-hmm.
That's one big plus with this particular brand at Halliday Glasses is that you can get prescription lenses. A lot of glasses don't allow you to do that, and that's I have a very, very slight vision problem with astigmatism, and that's about it. Yeah. And reading, of course.
I think Aaron and I would have trouble with my thick lenses with these things. And I can't wait for you to turn them on, for God's sake.
Oh, yeah. I want to be able to demonstrate how great it is to each and every one of you, but I still have to figure it out.
All right.
Thanks.
Yep.
Thanks, Catherine.
Oh, sure.
All right.
All right, let's go to Mark in the sack.
Hey, Mark.
Hey guys, I just got back from the demo over the Wisconsin River. There's probably over 50 people there on the river, standing over the river, protesting Trump. And for Caroline Leavitt, for her to spout this nonsense, I looked it up, and in 2025 or 2025, there was like 15 people killed, Americans killed by undocumented people,
in custody.
Crime statistics.
Yep.
And 15 people that undocumented people killed. Americans, which you're saying, well, there's thousands and thousands of Americans killed by undocumented immigrants, and that's just absolute nonsense.
Yes.
There's actually more people killed by ICE, undocumented people killed by, undocumented people killed by ICE than there was by, the other way around. So think of this: it's 32 people were killed in ICE custody, or died in ICE custody. Then so that's twice as many as Americans supposedly killed by undocumented people. Yes, there's, I was looking at statistics, there's several thousand crimes committed over the past 5 years by undocumented people, but far more crimes have been committed by American citizens. My guess is there's been far more undocumented people killed by American citizens than the other way around. So she's just lying here. I mean, it just is galling. She wears that little cross, and, and she is just out and out lying, and nobody is able to call her on it. She goes on the attack, and MAGA gets a big old. They don't need Viagra anymore because they hear Caroline Leavitt speak, and that it is just. Sorry for the hoarse voice, but it is just.
Well, it's so
unbelievable. She's just able to lie.
It's so commonplace on the right wing that they blow these things out of proportion. If something happens in South Carolina, they blow it up into a national problem. Just as people were eating cats and dogs, they blew up that into a national problem when it wasn't even true, and they even admitted that it wasn't true. It still became a national story, a national problem everywhere, and people hated immigrants simply because they were eating their pets. And, there were people that didn't care where that story went and how it was disproved, and it wasn't true. They just stuck with the original premise of immigrants eating their dogs and cats. Yeah.
Crazy stuff. Okay.
Yeah. I always forget about Prairie du Sac is very active politically out there.
That's right. Yeah, they go to the bridge there right over the Wisconsin River, right downtown Sauk City. And Mark, thanks for that call.
Yep.
855-752-4842 is our number.
All right. Now, Republicans are pushing a constitutional amendment here in Wisconsin banning DEI in government. They want this in our Constitution. Okay. It's not affirmative action. It's DEI. And DEI, as I've always said, is a concept. It's a thought. Now, are there people out there that like to consider themselves thought police? I guess so.
Apparently.
But, they complain about thought police, and here they are. They're trying to control our thoughts. Now, Democrats are saying this about DEI. They're basically saying that it's a repackaging of bigoted, racist comments. They want to keep the status quo in place. They want systemic racism to continue, not be weeded out over time, and I think we were doing a damn good job of that. But now with this addition of DEI, instead of affirmative action, they've picked a different word, different meaning. 3 different words, by the way, that are just regular words, right? Diversity, equity, and inclusion.
Right.
So, I mean, they mean separate things. If you put them together, does that make it illegal or bad? Or I don't know. Drama Queen Assembly Speaker Robin Voss said this. He has described DEI as cancerous. See, this is all part of the propaganda. DEI is now applied to everything, as you might have already seen and heard or read about.
Right.
And it's in the eye of the beholder. That's what we found out from the megas. They like to pick this, that, and the other thing and then blame DEI on it. Get this. This is State Representative David Murphy, a Republican. He actually said this. Need-based programs would then be available to minorities, but they would also be available to white people.
Okay.
That is, you can't hide it. You can't hide the racism just dripping from that comment, right?
Right.
The proposed state constitutional amendment targets public education where diversity is needed. Research consistently shows significant educational benefits for students when taught by minority teachers in minority schools, leading to higher test scores and better attendance. So why get rid of that? Why not try to get more minority teachers into the minority schools, right?
Yeah.
I mean, that would make sense, and they'd get a better education. But of course, that goes away. And it also applies to public contracting in the private sector, telling businesses what they can or cannot do. Now, we've seen that over and over again. Here's an example. Legal challenges led organizations like the American Association of University Women to drop racial criteria from some of their fellowships. They would fund women's businesses, but they can't now. They've been challenged by the administration. They have no business challenging them, by the way. So you say, well, what is happening with this? Numerous lawsuits have been filed, which is good news, right? By the NEA, the ACLU, and the National Urban League, and others. Federal courts have blocked enforcement of some of these rules and regulations in states throughout the country, finding the plaintiffs likely to succeed with their claims. So there is hope that this kind of works out in the end. But I think it's really, it's a game of words. I mean, you replace what? Affirmative action with DEI, and then everybody goes to something a little bit different, right? Something like talent management or cultural groups. You can add that instead. See, we just keep going on and on and on. This is like whack-a-mole, right?
Yeah, right.
State Senator Dora Drake of Milwaukee, she's a Democrat, she said it eliminates programs that prevent discrimination. Aha. I think this is a message that the Democrats should definitely pick up on. And she says it limits our ability to govern based on the data that is presented to us, like minority-owned, women-owned, and service-disabled veteran-owned businesses to provide better opportunities for them. That goes out the door as well, with DEI in our state constitution.
Right.
So it isn't really cancerous at all. It's kind of a big benefit to everybody. And again, these are three just normal everyday words.
That's it. Yeah.
And it's a concept. And by the way, it's also a First Amendment right.
We'll take more of your calls, and we're going to get an update on the Silver Badgers' efforts today when they were out protesting. We'll get that next on John and Gordy.
Farm news that impacts you and your community from the Midwest Farm Report throughout your day on 92.7 WMDX.
Time to get your carpets cleaned? Call Zero Res. No harsh soaps, no sticky residue, and a 4.9 Google rating. Zero Res. Spell it forward or backward. It's the right way to clean. Call Zero Res Madison 608-848-9000.
Looking to grow a career? David J. Frank Landscaping.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi there. Who is this?
My name is Marianne Berger, and I'm here with John Rasmus.
Okay.
We are part of the Silver Badgers.
Excellent. We're not on the air right now, but we're going to be on the air in a couple of minutes, okay?
We just wanted to kind of get your name and John
Rasmus.
Rasmus. R-A-S-M-U-S.
Okay.
Okay. All right. And we'll just ask you, what happened today, and you got a good turnout, and I understand you're doing this again on Saturday, correct?
Yes.
All right.
Same location or a different location?
Same location.
Okay.
On Gammon Road, across from Memorial High School.
Yep.
And that's Saturday, what time?
2 to 3.
2 to 3 again. Okay.
All right. Excellent.
All right. We're coming up in a couple of minutes, and we'll chat with you for a couple of minutes.
Yeah.
Just a few minutes, get kind of an update of how things went, and you let us know. Okay.
Crowd sizes, and if any ICE agents showed up.
Or any...
no, we're just kidding.
Get a lot of people honking at you and waving, that kind of thing.
Did you have whistles? And
Yes, we did.
Okay.
Excellent.
But we didn't use the whistles. We had 307 cars tooting at us.
Okay.
Excellent. Excellent.
All right.
That's great. All right.
Not that we're counting.
All right.
Okay. We'll talk to you in a couple of minutes here.
Thank you.
Yep.
Mother Earth and holding our elected officials accountable. You'll also hear from Turtle Island voices like Arvina Martin, State Representative Heather Keeler, Ruth Anna Buffalo, Dr. Anthony Stately, State Senator Mary Kunish, Robert Lilligren, and Bob Blake. Native issues are human issues, and human issues are Native issues.
Native Roots Radio, weeknights at 8 on your local Civic Media radio station.
Not completing high school is more of a social thing than it was an academic thing. Even though all these years have passed, I still had that longing to have my diploma.
At age 30, Carissa finished her high school diploma.
If you're even considering getting your high school diploma, you can do it.
No one gets a diploma alone. If you're thinking of finishing your high school diploma, you have help. Find free adult education classes near you at finishyourdiploma.org. That's finishyourdiploma.org. Brought to you by the Dollar General Literacy Foundation and the Ad Council.
My Alzheimer's diagnosis was hard to take.
But early detection allowed us to take control of the situation together.
Talk to your family about seeing a doctor. Go to alz.org/time to talk. A message from the Alzheimer's Association and the Ad Council.
From campus protests to Capitol politics, if it happens on the Isthmus, you'll hear it here.
In the afternoon.
Mm-hmm. You can call us at 855-752-4842. We were telling you earlier today about the Silver Badgers protest, and now we've got a couple of folks that were there to tell us more about it, Marianne Berger and John Rasmus. Good afternoon, Marianne and John.
Hi.
This took place on the west side of Madison for everybody listening statewide. What happened? How did it go today?
It went really well. It was cold today, but we were all dressed warmly.
Mm-hmm.
There were 70 people that showed up on that corner.
Oh, that's a lot.
And and we had one of us did happen to count the number of cars that tooted at us.
Mm-hmm.
It was 307 cars tooted at us today.
That's a lot.
That's a bunch.
In that corner, yeah, and it was good. It was a very a great group. You know, one of the things about this Silver Badgers, we're members of. We started this because it was really difficult for people to get downtown.
Yes.
Because where we live, it's senior housing, basically apartment housing on what's called Vista West, and people have mobility issues. They're older. We have people that are 100 years old and 99 years old that are constantly being a part of this, but they weren't today. Today was too cold for them, but we still, some of the rest of us got out there, and there were, like I said, there were 70 folks that were on Gammon Road today.
Well, that was great.
Terrific turnout, and this is all to protest what's going on up in Minneapolis, correct?
Today it was for Walking Out America, which was a national protest.
Yes.
Our Saturday protest rally will be We're Standing with Minnesota and for Good.
Oh, okay.
Okay, when is that going to take place and where? Again, same place?
It will be Saturday, the 27th at 2 o'clock on Gammon Road, opposite Memorial High School, and that meets up with Tree Lane. There are 4 corners there, and we usually have people at all 4 corners. There's lots of free parking. The land is flat, no steps. That's why we do it there, so we attract a lot of people in the neighborhood and from around the rest of Madison who don't want to go downtown and have to deal with large crowds.
Yeah.
And also mobility issues. Where, a lot of us are older, have wheelchairs or walkers, so it's a great location for us.
Now, I see you have a Facebook page. Just go to Silver Badgers, and you can find out more information about it. And again, Saturday is the next get-together, again, 2 to 3 p.m. at the same corner, Gammon Road near Tree Lane. And you encourage everybody to show up, right? Bring some signs and be ready
and dress warm.
And dress warm.
But now, wait, did you say it was the 27th or?
What is the 24th? That would be on Friday. Let me look for sure.
Oh, yes,
Saturday.
the 24th is Saturday.
Yes.
24th, the Saturday.
Okay, the 24th.
Very good.
Sounds good.
Very good.
All right.
Well, thank you for checking. Yes, go ahead.
If you want to learn more about us, check out the Facebook page. There is also an interview that we did a while ago at the Minocqua Tap on the east side of Madison.
Sure.
Yep.
Very activist brewer out there. So, yeah, we understand.
Very good. Well, Marianne and John, thank you for checking in with us, and good luck with the next protest on Saturday. Thanks for being here.
Thanks for talking with us.
All right.
So that's the Silver Badgers.
Great. That's great stuff.
Again, they do have a Facebook page, and you can find out more information there. And good for them for taking the initiative to do that. And, understand, it's when you get up there in years, and we're looking at each other here, it's a little bit difficult sometimes to get downtown. And so they just decided to start their own group out on the west side and make it a little bit easier to get their whole group together.
Oh, we have a busing system here, fairly new busing system, BRT. Bus Rapid Transit, and they're double buses, and they're huge, and they accommodate wheelchairs and people who have a difficult time getting around. But in this case, it's better local, especially in the west side of Madison. This is a good spot to be. I wonder if there are any students stop by. I mean, this is right across from Memorial High School.
Right, so. I would imagine so. Of course, they as they mentioned, today's protest was about the Free America Walkout.
That's right.
Which is a nationwide effort, walking away from fascism and walking toward a free America, and that happened statewide for people that were wanting to get out there and show their support for freedom.
All right, I want to talk about the Trump pansies suggestion, okay? Because, I was thinking...
Trump pansies.
Well, maybe somebody will make an AI movie of this, or maybe a little clip of it somewhere along the way. The Trump pansies, they follow them pretty religiously here. But I was also thinking, there were old chimpanzee TV shows that we used to watch in the 60s and 70s.
It was all the rage for a while,
Well, there was one, the Hathaways, which I don't remember, Peggy Cass and Jack Weston, but the one that everybody kind of talks about to this day and something you should have to see on YouTube, it's Lancelot Link, Secret Chimp, and that ran from 1970 to 71.
It was bizarre.
Yeah, they just used the moving lips of chimpanzees and put
a story behind it.
Yeah.
Those were the days.
Voiceovers on that. It's just interesting, bizarro stuff. If you just want to have a surreal experience.
Mm-hmm. We're getting some more calls lining up here. You can jump in, 855-752-4842. Got a check of news next, then we're back with more of John and Gordy.
This is 92.7 WMDX Columbus, Madison's real news and great conversation. A Civic Media station. WMDXradio.com.
ABC News, I'm Michelle Franzen. A grand jury issued subpoenas for Democratic leaders in Minnesota related to the obstruction investigation of federal immigration operations.
Officials say the subpoenas have been served on the Minnesota governor, the state's attorney general, the mayors of Minneapolis and St. Paul, and the county prosecutors for both cities. Sources say the investigation centers around whether those Democratic elected officials have been obstructing federal law enforcement. Governor Tim Walz calls it a partisan distraction, and he says neither he nor his state will be intimidated into silence.
ABC's Stephen Portnoy. President Trump defending immigration operations today across the country and in Minnesota at a briefing touting his policies during his first year in office. The U.S. Southern Command says the military seized a tanker in the Caribbean today believed to be tied to sanctioned Venezuelan oil. It's the 7th tanker seized since the start of the year. Russia carried out a new major attack on Ukraine, targeting Ukraine's energy and infrastructure. Hundreds of thousands of more civilians without power. This is ABC News.
Your neighbors are talking. Leaders are deciding. Madison's story unfolds daily on 92.7 WMDX.
For 92.7 WMDX News, I'm Shali Pittman. It's that time when tax statements arrive in the mailbox and paperwork starts to add up. And this year, there's a change for retirees. State Representative Tony Kurtz, a Republican from Waniwak.
Anybody over the age of 67, if they have retirement income, that could be from a 401k, that could be from an IRA, it could be if they retired from Schreiber or Rockwell Automation. For a single filer, it's up to $24,000, and for a dual couple, up to $48,000 of that retirement income now will be tax exempt.
There's another change that affects just about everyone. In the last state budget, lawmakers also lowered one of Wisconsin's income tax brackets. Senator Howard Markline, a Republican from Spring Green and a co-chair of the state's budget writing committee.
Also, the second tax bracket, we lowered that rate by almost 1%. So these are everybody that works basically is in that second tax bracket. Even if you make $200,000 a year, you go through that bracket anyways.
While income taxes are ticking down, property tax bills are growing. They're the highest they've been since 2018, according to an analysis from the Wisconsin Policy Forum. It's driven by an increase in student spending and voter referendums, while state spending on education has remained mostly flat. New estimates show Wisconsin could end the budget cycle with roughly $2.5 billion left over, driven by stronger than expected tax collections. Republicans on the Joint Finance Committee are warning against committing that savings to ongoing spending. The governor and Democratic lawmakers, though, say the surplus should be used to ease costs for Wisconsinites, including on property tax relief. I'm Shali Pittman, 92.7 WMDX News.
A Bucks win in Atlanta. Hi, I'm Mike Clemens with Sports NBA. The Bucks are back home after a game that went down to the wire against the Atlanta Hawks. Coverage on Peacock Network.
McCollum, Kuzma defending. A two can tie it. McCollum working, lost the ball, scoops it back up, forces up a prayer. Shot is no good. Giannis the rebound, and it's all over. Dramatic finish, and Milwaukee survives with a 112-110 win in Atlanta.
The Bucks let the Hawks get back in the game with about 8 minutes left to play. Head coach Doc Rivers.
We had that stretch mid-fourth where we couldn't score. I didn't think, I thought we went away from what we were doing. Then when we went right back to it, we got everything we wanted.
So the Bucks host the Thunder tomorrow night in Milwaukee with a late start. Game time 8:30 p.m. College hoops. Marquette beat Providence in overtime, 105-104. NFL, Packers defensive coordinator Jeff Hafley hired as the head coach of the Miami Dolphins. With sports, I'm Mike Clemens.
Local news, real voices, and conversations that count. That's Madison. And that's 92.7 WMDX.
I'm meteorologist Rodney Price. Increasing clouds this afternoon in mid-teens with southwest winds. Winter weather advisory for the overnight. Snow heavy at times. 3 to 5, maybe even 6 inches of accumulation before it's all said and done by sunrise. Lows in the lower teens. Right now it's 10.
Civic Media Mornings.
Wisconsin Beer and Cheese Fest. Lucas Malloy is one of the organizers.
What's a pretzel necklace?
They have a string around your neck with any variation of pretzels. The wild people, they bring meat sticks, Fruit Loops, bags of cheese curds. Like, you can put any kind of cuisine you want on the string.
Sometimes I like a little sweet, like a fun-sized Snickers bar. I have a whole buffet. It's like a charcuterie board around my neck.
Jamie Martinson and Brian Noonan at your local Civic Media station. Weekdays, 6 to 8.
Join me, Tom Hartman, each and every weekday from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. for the Tom Hartman program right here on Civic Media. I talk about the issues that all Wisconsinites can get behind, from unrigging our economy so it works for all of us, not just the billionaire class, to improving our representative government, to delivering on the promise of we the people. Tune in middays right here on your local Civic Media station from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. for the Tom Hartman program. Tag, you're it.
We are the Borg. Lower your shields and surrender your ships. We will add your biological and technological distinctiveness to our own. Your culture will adapt to service us. Resistance is futile.
I just thought, since John is assimilating into the Borg.
Right. No, AI glasses.
I'm actually reading it right now. It says, yes, Usha Vance is expecting a fourth child.
You're reading that from your glasses?
Yes, right now. But it didn't say it was a boy. It is a boy, but I asked specifically, is it a boy or a girl? Let me just see if that works here.
Well, they just announced
You can see a sine wave. Is that baby a boy or a girl that Usha Vance announced? Okay, now wait, hold on. We're gonna have a lot of spaces here in the show.
You're asking your glasses.
A lot of delays.
Okay.
It's
got a fax machine too.
Well, that's the problem I'm having right now.
Okay.
It disconnected.
I want to.
Did Usha Vance have a boy? Is she having a boy or a girl? It's not doing anything.
Okay, she just announced that she's pregnant. I don't think they know immediately.
No, it's right here in front of me. Yeah,
okay.
It's on the news.
Okay.
All right.
You have a very weird look on your face when you're reading the glasses.
Well,
now anybody who's watching the live stream will know if John is using his teleprompter.
Right. Okay.
Oh man.
We have a couple of people waiting patiently on the phones.
Let's go to the phones here.
Let's go to Todd or Billy checking in.
Yeah, about the walkout. What do you got?
Well, thank you for highlighting the Free America walkout. I feel like the direct mass actions that are visible, like Hands Off and No Kings, are so important and create so much energy.
Yes.
I wish we would have more of them, so I was really glad to hear this one was going on. But I also just wanted to mention that people were able to participate in some other ways. There weren't actions everywhere, and some people probably couldn't walk out, such as myself. That was really not feasible for me. So some of us were able to participate in ways that the Women's March dictated or suggested in terms of posting a photo of ourselves. We can't walk out, but we're in the fight. We're behind those who are walking out with a certain hashtag, hashtag Free America Walkout, and hopefully that's really trending on social media as well to raise the visibility of that action. And I just invite everybody to be parts of those actions, make phone calls, just keep hammering at it every day.
Yeah,
all right,
it's going on it's statewide. So, we've heard a few other places that have held this walkout. We hope there's more to come here because we really have to stay up to date on this thing and not take the pressure off at all.
Let's head to Merrimack. Jack is on the line. Good afternoon, Jack. Go ahead. Jack, are you there? Going once, going twice. Jack from Merrimack. Hello.
Well, Jack, if you want to call back in, feel free.
Missed the Merrimack Ferry, apparently.
Shut down for the winter.
That's right. It is.
It is.
It is. I just.
All right, Jack, try again. Okay.
All right. I want to get into healthcare here just a little bit, and I know Jack loves talking about healthcare as well. 20 million face a 114% spike in their premiums. Now they're seeing that now, and it's starting to come out of their accounts. They usually, pay online or automatic withdrawal. That's not lowering the costs. In fact, I just saw flashed up on the screen the cost of inflation so far for Americans per person is $1,625 a year. Okay.
Wow.
So that's what's happening there. Now we'll go back to health care. We're not lowering the cost at all. It's inflicting financial trauma on almost everybody. And a lot of people are going to not pay their bill on that and drop out of health care completely, knowing that they can't. They expected the ACA tax credits to be extended.
We all kick in again.
We all did.
Right.
And that's just not happening in the Senate of all places. I thought that would be a sure thing. The House did pass it and get a lot of Republicans on board. But anyway, the big bad bill already stripped a lot of people of their health care, and that's 11.8 million Americans will be seeing a reduction, at least in Medicaid help and funding. Now, here's what will happen under this throwback to the 80s. This is healthcare going back to the 80s. Could you cue up cut 235 for me, and then we'll review that. I've got a few points I want to make about this, so let's listen.
Okay.
We know, in fact, that the result of the fact that millions of Americans are going to lose health insurance as a result of some of the choices that this administration has been proponing, it is going to translate into worse health outcomes for the American people. It is going to mean hundreds of thousands of lives lost earlier than they need to be as a result of the fact that Americans don't have the type of health insurance coverage that they had previously. And it's also going to mean higher costs for those who do have health insurance coverage as a result of what the expiration of the ACA marketplace subsidies at the end of last year. We have 22 million Americans who are facing higher premiums today than they did at last year and the years prior. And that actually matters to people at a moment when affordability is this issue that is so salient to them. Housing costs are high, food prices are high, the cost of apparel is high, and the cost of health insurance is high. And I worry that these aren't just sort of like concepts that are there in the ether. These are actually like tangible things that people are going to feel and be responsive to as they look and see what they demand of their political leaders in the months ahead.
If people are not insured and they turn up in the emergency room, that's going to be a whole lot more cost. So look, the thing is, either people end up getting less care, we think that's probably bad, or they get the same amount of care, but we still haven't answered the question, who's going to end up paying? And so the thing is, medical care is expensive, and if people are in the emergency room, that's going to cost a whole heck of a lot. More pressure on the system. As Natasha said, I think there's actually two issues here. One is what's happening to your health. Are you being taken care of? Are you getting the care you need? And the second is what's happening to your finances. Because for too many Americans, if they're uninsured, one accident at work, one bad illness, a cancer diagnosis is bankruptcy for their families.
Simple as that.
Yeah, that says it all.
Yeah.
Right.
Pretty simple. All right, and I want to go through certain parts of this. It codifies deals with drug makers to match lower foreign prices. All right, that sounds really nice, touchy-feely. Well, company, get this. This was big news, and it didn't get any coverage at all. Companies are increasing the list prices on around 350 drugs. That's after, of course, making announcements that we're going to be paying, I guess, the lower foreign prices, or at least the 9 drugs now that are coming down in price. But what about the 350 drugs that just skyrocketed through the roof?
Right.
Yeah. No one's talking about that. It's just, it's a hike of 4%. Though some newer drugs launched will be significantly higher priced. How about this? Redirecting subsidies directly to individuals to lower premiums by over 10%. I don't see how that could ever happen. I mean, I don't know where they're coming up with that figure. Forcing insurers to show clear comparisons of rates and denial stats. Okay. Now, the denial stats is an interesting little part of this. Well, that would be strange to have that on a board of your prices. Oh, by the way, we denied 50% of the people who want care, right?
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah. And requiring providers to post all prices up front. Again, the point here is we don't shop for prices.
Right.
We go through our general physician, right? They're the ones that are going to direct us to get the treatment from the doctor they recommend. Usually, these people putting this package together, these are people that don't know anything about healthcare at all. They've never, ever had to maneuver through the healthcare system as an individual or as a business owner.
They've clearly never had to see a specialist, or if they have, it was all just taken care of for them for money, because I have to see a specialist for a condition I have. There's one in the state, and I'm lucky it's covered partially by my insurance. But if I didn't, if I had to travel to a different state to get care, which is very possible for a lot of conditions, there just aren't specialists for every possible medical condition in every state.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, I think, again, Aaron, you really should be shopping for it. Shop. God, this is so stupid. I can't wrap my head around shopping for healthcare. My God. And, sending these premium support tax credits to the individual themselves isn't anything. Again, you get it, and then you send it to the insurance company. It's like adding you as the middle person.
Yeah, why do that?
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I don't get the point. And is it just one payment, and then the other 11 months you don't get a payment from them, and you're on your own? What is it? I don't even know.
Is it taxed as income?
These health savings accounts have never made any sense. No one ever puts money into them because no one can afford it. No one has that kind of extra money sitting around the house.
Right.
So this is really a bad pan. Let's compare how Trump is spending our tax dollars. This is cut 237.
Okay.
This should be interesting.
Where does this end?
I think the scary thing is that this is just the tip of the iceberg. I mean, people forget that Donald Trump has now spent $30 billion from the last bill for 10,000 more ICE agents that are going to be on the streets. I find it ironic that we're having this conversation amidst the healthcare debate. That $30 billion would cover all the ACA subsidies for a year. It would eliminate all co-pays for prescription drugs for people from a year, and would eliminate all medical debt. It's like he's making it easier to kill people than to keep people alive. And I want people in this country to answer a very, very simple question. What is a better use of money? More ICE agents to terrorize our neighbors, or to make people more healthy when 60% of all bankruptcies in this country is due to health-related debt?
Boy, does that make sense or what?
Yeah, that's the bottom line.
Oh, jeez.
That says a lot.
So we're not spending the money on the right thing.
No.
And we're spending so much money on militarizing the country.
Yeah.
And of course, they're looking for even more. I think, $40 billion added to the Defense Department?
Yes. And making ICE the biggest
well,
outfit.
it is already. It's bigger than any of the other departments
bigger than the
in
FBI,
the country ever.
It's bigger than
in history.
Yeah, right. And he wants it even bigger.
Yeah. Well, we'll have to expand to Greenland with all these troops.
Don't give him any ideas. Okay. All right.
I don't know. Don Quixote. It's President Don Quixote. I'm reviewing some of the suggestions we got the other day.
Yeah, Mad Orange King.
Benedict Donald.
Donald the Orange.
Diaper Don.
Uh-huh. That guy remodeling the White House. That's a good one.
Yeah, that rolls off the top of your tongue. How about Donnie Burgers?
Mm-hmm.
Or Kitty Normus?
Big Baby Orange.
That's it, yeah.
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 Yeah, you can send us or text us
or Mad
your
King
ideas.
Don.
Yeah.
Mad King Don.
That works pretty well.
Yeah.
Tomorrow on the show, we will welcome someone in from the International Crane Foundation. We've been talking about cranes lately.
That's
We're
right.
going to find out what's really happening.
We really don't want
crane
to
population.
see crane hunting in this country.
Right. But we'll find out about that. And also Mike McCabe, as he does every Wednesday. He'll join us. And we hope you'll join us, too. We're back with more of your phone calls, 855-752-4842. It's John and Gordy.
Madison, more lakes, more bikes, lively politics, and WMDX.
At Allure Intimate Apparel, fit is everything. Not just how something feels, but how it makes you feel. Bras, sleepwear, swim, and intimates, Allure has it all. Their industry professionals and trained fit specialists deliver a discreet, graceful experience that honors every figure. It's style without compromise, elegance without effort. Allure is thoughtfully expanding. Come visit their brand new Hilldale Shopping Center location, where women will discover how fit and confidence go hand in hand. Visit allurefits.com.
Hey, hon, have you been to Sugar River Pizza in Sun Prairie yet?
Oh, yeah, it's
amazing.
Yeah, I know. I love the pizza.
Pizza is ridiculous.
Right, and they have
48 beers on tap and a great selection of wines.
And the atmosphere.
Not only is the restaurant gorgeous,
that room with the
giant windows that open,
Yeah.
and they won a Best of Madison Gold Award this year.
I love
Sugar River Pizza on Cabela Drive in Sun Prairie.
You took the words right out of my
mouth.
Yep. SugarRiverPizza.com.
Oh, so you have heard of it.
Doctors Without Borders is delivering life-saving medical care where it's needed most in communities around the world. From bandaging war-wounded patients in Sudan to providing clean drinking water in Haiti, we're in more than 70 countries worldwide, bringing patients from sick to recovering, from emergency to aid, from crisis to care. This life-saving care is made possible by a global movement of supporters like you. Thank you.
I'm Rick Smith, host of The Rick Smith Show. If you're looking for honest talk, real stories, and straight-up news that matters to you, tune in to The Rick Smith Show. We're digging into the issues that affect your job, your family, your future. Join me weeknights at 9 on the Civic Media Radio Network, because your voice deserves to be heard. That's The Rick Smith Show, heard weeknights at 9 right here on the Civic Media Radio Network.
I'm Angela Bassett.
Shiver in the dark, it's raining in the park, but meantime, sound of the river, you stop and you hold everything. A band is blowing Dixie, double fall time. You feel alright when you hear the music ring.
It's John and Gordy, and yeah, ran into a little problem in the kitchen yesterday. I have old microwave dishes.
Yeah.
Things for cooking, putting food on, heating up in the microwave, and I'm realizing the stuff is so old now that it's starting to fall apart. It's kind of a ceramic-y almost type of material. And
it's breaking down.
Yeah, it's breaking down. Anchor.
That's not good.
It's Anchorware. And I was in Minneapolis a while ago, and I went to their headquarters. They have a manufacturing plant there.
Okay.
And I asked them if they made this stuff anymore, and they said no.
Sorry, you're out of luck.
So I've been going to, like, the Goodwills and hoping that I can find another bowl or a plate or something like that that I can cook stuff in.
Well,
Here's my complaint. This is my big complaint.
Okay.
They're not making microwavable food containers. They're not doing it anymore. I mean, isn't
they're not doing it anymore?
Haven't we? We all put a microwave oven in our kitchens.
Yeah.
We use them very often, I think, anyway.
Yeah.
So why aren't they making stuff to put the food on that we put into the microwave oven? I don't get it. It's blowing my mind. Now, there were dollar stores, they're closing around here.
Right.
Because of the imported stuff that they normally have there. But they had some plasticky microwave bowls that you could cook food in.
Okay.
And I thought, oh, these are really cheap. They'll melt right away. And they never did. I still have them, and they're really, really good. They don't seem like they're very good, but they're not ceramic-y like the Anchorware that I have.
They do still have that stuff. It just might not be labeled microwave, but I always check everything I buy to see if it's dishwasher and microwave safe.
Yeah.
And it is. So.
It is. So, but they don't make good stuff, that you can make tomato sauce in or heat up some soup or a lot of soup.
That's fair. I feel like it is way easier to find good, like, kitchenware at estate sales than at a store.
Oh, okay.
Because you get the old stuff that people got in the 70s or 80s that is built to last and is still good, and buy that for cheap instead of getting the new crap.
Yeah.
Well, there's got to be some more manufacturers that are picking up the slack and putting out this kind of stuff.
But no, there isn't.
Well, why don't you ask your AI glasses? Mr. Know-It-All over there. There's nothing out there.
Well,
if you look, I think you need to look a little harder.
Okay, I will continue to look, but I'm just asking. Maybe there's somebody statewide knows a place somewhere. Way up in Shawano a long time ago, they had a place called the White Elephant Store.
Oh,
and
really?
you could buy all this weird stuff in the place.
Oh, yeah.
They don't have those anymore. I think the dollar stores took over.
You could always go up to Delaney's Wholesale up in Baraboo.
You think so?
Highway 12.
Yeah.
Oh, you'll find some amazing stuff there.
Okay.
Let's go back to the phones. Wisco Paul has been waiting on the line patiently. Good afternoon, Paul. Go ahead.
Hey, good afternoon. Great show as always.
Thank you.
My name, of course, I stole this from somebody else because that's what I do best. I call him the Cheeto Jesus because his followers think he's the savior. So it kind of fits. He looks like a Cheeto, and he's their Jesus. So that's my idea.
No, I like it. I like it.
Yeah. Well, I stole it. So hey, yeah, it's the easiest way to do it. The Democrats, I wish they would have focused more on Social Security, Medicare, and believe it or not, the Affordable Care Act, because now you get insurance with no pre-existing conditions, and Trump has proved with the Congress we have now, they can get rid of all this stuff.
Yes.
Maybe they will when they bankrupt the country. I don't know. But and then also the other thing is tariffs are taxes on you and me. I don't understand why people don't understand that. And I doubt if the Supreme Court's going to help us out on any of these things.
Right.
But anyway, the Democrats just need to focus. Even if they just focused and told the old people, hey, we're going to keep your Social Security and we're going to keep your Medicare because you're never going to get insurance anywhere else. I mean, after you're 65, nobody's going to insure you. So, whatever. Hey, great show. I thank you guys for keeping me sane. Hey, and one last thing.
Go
Because
ahead.
when you're doing this off the cuff, you forget things, and that's easy for me to do nowadays. We only have 1 year left and a new Congress.
Yeah.
1 year.
Yeah.
Oh, I think it'll be a landslide because I think he's going to tank it all. So, that's very negative. Hey, stay warm, boys.
All right.
right,
Let's go,
Paul.
Paul. Thank you. And thanks for including Social Security and all that. Not only should they emphasize the fact that they want to have a universal health care insurance system in this country, they should also suggest ways to make Social Security solvent again.
Yes.
I mean, that's the big problem. That's coming up on all of us,
That's
and we
right.
really have to put that in place. We can't take any time off on that. If they have at least 2 years being the dominant party in Congress, maybe even 4 years, that's the time to do it. Shore up Social Security, universal health care, and of course, and then continuing to put out there fiber optic through every corner of every state in this country. And not only that, but also charging stations for my EV.
Well, that's quite the list. Okay.
Damn it.
All right.
I want more of them.
Very good.
All right.
Okay.
Well, we got Ollie and Kathy coming up. And
Yep.
Kathy's got microwave suggestions here, so we'll
Yes.
get to more.
More of your phone calls coming up. Stay with us. It's John and Gordy coming right back.
We got to install microwave oven, custom kitchen deliveries. We got to move these refrigerators. We got to move these color TVs.
92.7 WMDX. Smarter than your average bratwurst. From the Capitol to your kitchen table, Madison's biggest stories live right here on 92.7 WMDX.
For 92.7 WMDX News, I'm Shali Pittman. It's a 1,000-square-foot house in South Madison, and it's been transformed into a creative and safe space for seniors in memory care. Mark Richardson of the Wisconsin News Connection has more.
The Memory Collectors Storytelling Project operates out of the Creators Cottage, offering a free co-working and quilting space for older African-American women. Cottage, founded by art director Katrina Sparkman, aims to support artists and writers and focuses on fighting Alzheimer's disease through art. Sparkman told PBS Wisconsin about the program.
One of our programs is the Memory Collectors Storytelling Project, Fighting Alzheimer's with Art. This is our health equity program. It's totally free for all of our participants in the program, and this is our program for grown women.
Nearly a quarter of Black Americans over age 70 have dementia, twice the rate of older white adults, with stress and experiences of racism cited as likely causes. Sparksman said studies show that artistic activities in safe community spaces can help the brain adapt and use different cognitive pathways, offering health benefits. Over 40 women participate in the storytelling project, learning from quilt makers, traveling together, and creating legacy or memory quilts, often incorporating personal items and portraits. Sparkman says quilting fosters community conversation and healing, echoing historical traditions. She talked about how volunteers engage with their clients.
She has teamed up with each of the women in the collective to create these portraits with fabric that is very meaningful to them.
She says the project is described as both art and health equity, with participants reporting improved mental health and reduced depressive episodes. The story was produced with original reporting from Amy Frankie-Feligy for Arts Midwest.
Mark Richardson reporting for the Wisconsin News Connection. I'm Shali Pittman, 92.7 WMDX News.
On your entertainment beat, I'm Pete Schwaba. Believe it or not, there is a downside to making a sex tape with your significant other. In the case of Pamela Anderson and Tommy Lee, it could end up in the hands of some contractor who steals it while doing work on your home so that your intimate moments are broadcast for the world to see. And for Seth Rogen to make a miniseries out of called Pam and Tommy. That is the reason Pamela Anderson wanted nothing to do with Seth Rogen at the recent Golden Globe Award. The Naked Gun and Baywatch star told Andy Cohen on his Watch What Happens Live podcast that she was seated near Rogen at the event and felt yucky, to the point where she just left the awards ceremony, went home, and went to bed after she presented the award for Best Actress to Rose Byrne. The star of The Last Showgirl said no one, which includes Rogen, ever reached out to her before making the Hulu show, which starred Lily James and Sebastian Stan as Anderson and Lee, and focused on the worst time of her life. For more showbiz fun, tune in to Nightlight with me, Pete Schwaba, weeknights from 5 to 8 p.m. on the Civic Media Radio Network.
Parallel parking in Madison? Impossible. Finding real conversation on the radio? probable with 92.7 WMDX.
I'm meteorologist Mace Michaels. Winter weather advisory tonight for 1 to 3 inches of snow, a low near 10. Snow showers for tomorrow, maybe an inch or so, high mid-20s, a touch breezy. Then it's a return to the bitter cold temps and wind chills, with extreme cold watches Thursday night into Saturday. Currently, it's 12 degrees.
Aho, this is Robert Pilot of Native Roots Radio. On our show, we share stories from Turtle Island highlighting the people and issues shaping our communities. From protecting water to treaty rights and preserving languages and traditions, we cover it all. Hear voices like Arvina Martin of Emerge, Wisconsin, Dr. Stately, Robert Lilligren, and more. Because Native issues are human issues, and human issues are Native issues.
Native Roots Radio, weeknights at 8 on your local Civic Media radio station.
Reading aloud to children sharpens their listening skills, expands their vocabularies, and nurtures a lifelong love of reading. That's why Reading is Fundamental, the nation's leading children's literacy nonprofit, offers free monthly read-alouds by popular authors through its Rally to Read program. Visit rallytoread.org to watch the read-alouds and discover exciting reading activities for school and home. Visit rallytoread.org today.
Finding support for my child with ADHD felt overwhelming.
John and Gordy back for our final half hour of today.
I also want to mention, I have a microwave that is also an air fryer.
Oh, well, look at you.
And a convection oven. Yeah, and they're really cool. I mean, that is the way to go. Get it all in one piece.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You like that? Huh?
I do. I really love it. All right, let's go to Ollie. What do you got for us, Ollie?
Well, hi, guys. I can never tell who's who because you're so busy laughing. I'm sorry.
That's Gordy.
Well, that's John over there. And, yeah.
Okay.
It doesn't matter.
I just wanted to let you know that most, not all, but most Corel products are microwavable safe. Though a couple that are not is there's one called Winter Frost White. That whole dinnerware set is plain white, and it is not microwavable safe. And there's also another one that's called Coordinated Splendor, and that one's not microwavable safe because of the paint that's used on the edges of it. It has a red paint that has gold in it.
Oh, okay.
So, and those will cause arcing. So,
Yep.
But I've used my Corel in the microwave for quite a long time and have never had a problem with it.
Yeah.
Okay.
I have Corel too, and I use it in the microwave. I have white ones. I don't know if it's that brand that you were talking about, the name brand.
Yes, I don't know that because I have seen you can buy individual on the shelves, and but I guess I would just be that one. One of them says don't use it under any circumstances, and the other one talks about the arcing. So.
Well, I mean, if there were instructions, I didn't read them.
Yeah, well, that's a man thing,
Yeah, I know. It really is.
It is,
I'm sorry to say.
It's okay, Ollie.
I don't want to seem racist or anything, but
that's okay. Men don't read instructions. We just know
don't.
Instinctively how things work.
That's right.
All right, Ollie.
And who cares if you have extra parts in the end, right?
It doesn't matter.
Oh, you're right. That is exactly what happens.
There.
Yeah, that's right.
All right, Ollie.
All right,
thank you.
Yeah, I just bought some Corel plates that are sectioned off into 3 sections. so the food doesn't get mixed up. And they make big ones and small ones. They got the big ones, and I think they're really cool.
Okay.
So
We're getting all kinds of reaction here, John. We got a bunch of texts. Sal in Sun Prairie says, John, I use Corningware in microwaves, and you can look for pieces at St. Vinny's or Goodwill. It's available at Walmart and other stores. And Chuckster from Racine says, microwave in any glass Pyrex plate, dish, bowl. That's fine to zap the food in.
Mm-hmm.
And let's see.
Yeah, seeing a lot of shout outs for Corel, Pyrex, and Corningware, all of which I've used as well in the microwave, and they work great.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Is there a difference between Corningware and Corel?
Well, just different brands, but they're pretty similar products, I think.
I guess I'm getting confused with that. I'm easily confused. Let's go to Kathy now. Okay. What do you got for us, Kathy?
Nothing much at all. I just agree with all the people before this that have recommended stuff.
Yeah.
And I was just going to ask you if you microwave stuff in plasticky stuff. That's all I was going to ask.
Yeah, I do. Like I bought these plastic bowls, cooking bowls, from a dollar store, and they lasted, and they don't melt. They don't do anything bad.
I don't think that's a good idea.
So what do you?
Well.
Yeah.
Pardon me, but did you ever listen to WPR Zora Pastor on his show or anything like that?
Yes, yeah. I have caught his show.
He said never microwave anything in plastic. Take it out, put it in glass.
That's
or
what
whatever.
I've heard too. Yeah.
That's all I had to say.
Okay,
Just don't do it.
Well,
yes.
Okay, I'm kind
Have
of
you
addicted.
ever heard of microplastics?
Yes, I'm kind of addicted now to microplastic taste in my food.
They
So
infiltrated all the fish in the ocean and all the dead bodies that are, examined. Okay, well that's it. Thanks for taking my show.
All right, Kathy.
Thank you.
Otherwise, you've had a lot of different good stuff on. So
yeah. Well, thank you.
Keep up the good work, as
We'll
I
try.
always say. So.
Well, thank you, Kathy.
All right.
Thank you, guys.
Yep.
Yes.
I think by now I think I probably have a plastic heart. It's completely coated with microplastics.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Yeah. Even I've heard that plastic, you're not supposed to microwave with plastic. It's not a good
maybe
idea.
That's why it's at the dollar store.
Well, yeah, maybe.
Everybody else thought it was a bad idea. Okay, now I'm in urgent mode because now I'm going to have to get something to take the place of these plastic bowls.
Well, you've got glass, right? That's what somebody said. There's a microwave-safe material called glass. Have you heard of it? Thank you, Patrick,
No,
from
it
the
has,
608.
It has to be microwave waveable. I mean, Pyrex is good, but, I don't think they make plates. I don't think they make cooking bowls.
I think they make cooking bowls, but I don't know if they make plates.
Yeah, I don't think they do. Okay. Well, I'm gonna. I guess
we're getting some more calls coming. What? Ask your AI.
Len is right.
What?
Ask your AI glasses.
Yes, about microwaves. Yes, ask your AI glasses.
I'm
here we
sitting
go.
here with AI on my face.
Everybody watch John's eyes now while he reads his glasses.
Oh, shoot.
Pressure's on, pal.
All right, the pressure is on.
Okay, go ahead and ask.
Okay, no, I have to go react.
Okay. We're getting more calls. You can jump in as well, 855-752-4842.
Are there Pyrex plates available?
Please stand by. John's glasses are thinking.
No, it had it. Now you
I messed
rid of it.
I messed it up.
You got it.
Why is it listening to me?
rid
I'm
of
way
it.
over here.
Oh, because you said something and then it said that's
so
right.
we're all supposed to be quiet, huh? All
now
right.
I have to do this.
All right, do it again.
Sounds like a lot of confusion and delay.
Oh, that's her Topham hat. He has it down. Are there Pyrex plates that I could use? It's saying sorry about that. Okay, let's try it again.
Try it again.
Are there Pyrex plates that you can use in the microwave?
It's thinking.
Specifically for dining, their products are typically designed for baking and food storage. See, that's what they have. But I can certainly look into it. It's going to look into it.
Okay.
It's going to look into it.
Oh,
that's
great.
why glasses
Well, that's
just told me
fine.
it's going to look into it.
Okay. In the meantime, let's go to Troy.
That's like it's saying to me, I'll get back to you.
That's it. Okay. I'm sure it just has to get used to the way you're asking questions, right?
yes.
It's going to learn as it goes,
Yeah,
right?
Yes, Mr. Attention Deficit.
Okay, let's go to the phones. Troy from Mount Horeb. Go ahead, Troy.
So John's going to ask his glasses a question, and the whole show stops.
Exactly.
Because Gordy can't talk, otherwise it'll screw him up.
Right. You got it.
That's right. He can't talk. My glasses will hear what he's saying and then get rid of the answer that I was just looking at.
Unbelievable.
I owe you an apology, John, because I thought for sure by now we were going to hear from you that you were scammed. Because this is taking so long.
Oh,
right.
Is, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Every time you talked about it, I'm like, oh, yeah, you got scammed.
Well, I'm easily
Not
scammed.
that I was rooting for that.
No.
Right. No, we get it. No, they're actually good-looking glasses. I mean, they're very high quality.
And they feel good,
Yeah.
They do.
Very nice.
Awesome.
Yeah.
I'll have to think about that.
Quite a case, too. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Nice leather case.
Well, at the Consumer Electronics Show recently, they had a pair like this, not by the same manufacturer, but they have windows that answer in both eyes. So you have access to both eyes, seeing the same thing, but, at least you'll have it right there in front of you.
Awesome. That sounds better, actually.
Yeah. It's almost three-dimensional, like a viewer, like the old viewers that we
like
used
on your
to see.
windshield.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Do they have any warnings like don't use these while you're driving because they could be distracting while you're driving?
You don't have to listen to
warnings. You're right. What am I thinking, Troy?
Yeah, what are you thinking?
Warning.
Yeah, that's right. Who needs directions? Okay. All right, Troy.
God. All right.
Always good to hear from you.
All right, Troy. Thank you. Hey,
could you ask your AI glasses what happened to the stock market today? Did you see this? Dropped to 870 points today. The Dow. Are you watching your glasses now to listen to me ask the question?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Ask again.
Okay. What happened to cause the stock market to drop so much today? Please stand by for the answer. Okay. This is going so well.
We are going to have to increase our sound effects library to fill in the blanks. It didn't work.
Okay, well, actually...
it gets hung up on the sine wave, indicating that it is listening. And sometimes it doesn't move from that. So,
according to CNBC, U.S. equities suffered big losses today after President Trump intensified his rhetoric on Greenland. That made the stock market go right down.
Right down.
870 points. Okay, threatening to it's his threat of new tariffs. That's what it says.
That's right.
That's causing the stock market to convulse. Not great.
Well, it says here, threatening is a strong word. What makes you say that?
Is that what your glasses are saying?
AI is asking you.
Now it's accusing me of being threatening?
Yes.
Okay. I don't know how we're going to work this out.
I don't either.
What's weird is you've got this strange look in your eyes when you're reading it. It's very ominous.
I would really like to adjust it here.
You're going to get cross-eyed, man. Your eyes will get stuck like that, and you'll be in trouble.
So you're saying he's looking for respect and recognition.
What?
I don't know.
It's reacting to the fact that Trump may have caused the stock market to drop because of tariffs that he's threatening. Okay.
Look, this thing is working out just fine.
We're going to have to put a sound wall between you and me so I don't interfere with your glasses.
No, look.
Talking to you.
The cone of silence. We have to bring back the cone of silence.
Oh.
We used to do it on the morning show.
Yeah.
We should
do
bring
we
it
still
back
have
here.
the cone of silence, Aaron? I think we lost Aaron. He's zoned out. He's checked out. We got a question from Allie in Madison. Says, ask AI these questions. Can AI laugh? Does AI have a belly button? Okay. Now we're going off the rails here.
Let's go with that.
Oh, you're going to ask this?
Yeah.
Okay. Can AI laugh is the question. Go ahead and ask it, John.
Can AI laugh at something? For some reason, I got to tell you, it's freezing up on me, and I don't understand what's going on here.
All right.
So.
Okay.
We'll have to just ask that question another time.
Apparently so. Okay. We've got a few more minutes to take a few more phone calls if you want to get in. Last minute, 855-752-4842. Back with more of John and Gordy after this.
The Gilmans are. The Gilmans are. Robo Boogie. The Gilmans are dead.
Once again, without emotion,
the humans are dead.
Not just headlines, insight. Not just noise, conversation. 92.7 WMDX is your home for real news and great conversation in Madison.
Every hero needs a place to gather. Guild Pack Games in Stoughton is built by players for players. Warhammer, Pokemon, Magic the Gathering, One Piece, Dungeons & Dragons. Build friendships, build your deck, build your legend. Guild Pack Games, made by gamers for gamers.
It's the Eco Minute, powered by Clean Wisconsin, your environmental voice since 1970. I'm Amy Barrio. The developer behind an AI data center approved in Port Washington is backing away from plans to buy up land near Green Bay. Residents in the village of Greenleaf caught wind of the project when some landowners started getting offers from an undisclosed buyer. After strong local pushback, Cloverleaf has announced it will no longer pursue that location. Commercial fishing companies working in the Great Lakes have stopped putting fish waste into area landfills. Every year, about 60% of the fish harvested has been thrown away. Heads, guts, skin, scales. Now 90% of fishing companies in the region have pledged to use every part of every fish for products like fish oil and fish meal. The move will cut 8 million pounds of greenhouse gas emissions generated by landfilling. Right now on the Defender podcast, the EPA moves to weaken one of the most successful environmental protections in U.S. history. Listen at cleanwisconsin.org or wherever you get your podcasts.
We all know affordability is a problem these days. Rent, healthcare, childcare, the cost of everything is going up. Even if you're doing okay, most of us know someone who is struggling just to be okay. Many of our neighbors who work hard still find it difficult to pay all the bills and pay for food. That's where the River Food Pantry, our busiest local food pantry, meets the growing need. Last year alone, the River served more than 21,000 people in Dane County, a new record. And the River Food Pantry's new much-needed bigger building on Packers Avenue in Madison is ready to open. So let's pack the pantry on Packers Ave. You can donate money, food, or even host your own food drive. Check out riverfoodpantry.org for help organizing, or drop donations at their drive-thru event on Monday, January 26th from 10 till 4 at 3301 Packers Avenue. Or check the River's website for downtown drop-off times. Pack the pantry. Learn more at riverfoodpantry.org.
A fresh perspective on the great outdoors.
What's up, everybody? This is Raised in the Woods with me, Joel Clayfish. This show is about everything you can do in the waters, in the woods, in the outdoors of the great Midwest. And of course, we have a cooking segment every week. This is Raised in the Woods.
Raised in the Woods with Joel Clayfish and Ellie Lawton. Find the podcast on Apple, Spotify, or wherever you listen to podcasts.
The lunatic is on the grass. The lunatic is on the grass.
Do AI laugh?
AI glasses?
Remembering
Do they laugh?
and daisy chains and laughs.
Crank this up. Crank it up.
Got to keep the loonies on the path. The lunatic is
It's
in
John and
the
Gordy.
hall.
Does AI want to laugh at us?
The lunatics are in my
Okay.
hall.
Here's the answer.
Okay.
That's an interesting thought. As an AI, I don't experience emotions like laughter. I process information and respond based on my programming. So no, I don't want to laugh at you.
Well, good answer.
Wow, that is a good answer.
That's very diplomatic,
Yeah.
too. Yeah.
Well, there you go.
Okay. Hey, tomorrow evening, we have something special on Civic Media. In fact, it's
this is a big event. Everybody should definitely check this out. It's the governor's race.
Right.
And all the candidates, or some of them, will be there to answer questions.
That's the Main Street Governor Candidate Forum.
This is for the Democratic candidates for governor.
That's correct. And it's happening at 822 South Water Street in Milwaukee. We will have live coverage streaming at civicmedia.us. Okay. And it's being hosted by Dan Schaefer from the Recombobulation
area.
Thank you. God, brain fart.
And again, it will not be playing over the air. If you want to tune in, you'll have to go to our website, the app, or our YouTube channel.
Oh,
there you go. Okay.
Right.
And again, that's tomorrow evening, 6 p.m.
All right.
Okay.
We got a response here. Jim in Appleton said, it seems that the AI in your glasses is grok. Could be. I don't know where it's getting its information.
Okay. And Chuckster from Racine wants to talk about the microwave conundrum that you have. Pyrex has round glass, 9 to 10 inch pie pans, very like plates. They're even better than normal plates because they have raised sides to hold your food in. On air fryers, Menard sells parchment paper liners that look like giant coffee filters and holds all the mess and grease. Those are life changers for air frying without cleanup.
Yeah.
Do you do that?
I actually bought a box of that at Menards just recently because I discovered that I put my air fryer, the old one, huge air fryer, downstairs in my son's apartment.
Yeah.
And I thought maybe he could use it knowing that he doesn't have to necessarily clean it. So I got those parchments for him to use.
And is he using them?
He's not motivated to cook anything ever in his life.
Okay.
I asked him the other day, do you want utensils? Because I just bought my other son utensils. And he says, no, why would I use that?
Why would I need those? I don't need that.
Yeah.
Why?
No, I just bring them upstairs and you clean them. That's and he's right. He's perfectly honest about that.
Mm-hmm. Is he the one that works at the restaurant or no?
No, he's the older one.
Okay.
Yeah, he's come up with a board game.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay. Excellent. Is that available at
no, not
your finer
yet.
stores?
It should be, I hope. God, I hope they come out with this damn thing.
Okay.
Okay, ask it. Okay, I'm going to do
somebody. We're getting requests to ask your AI glasses something.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, here we go.
Everybody stand by, hold your breath. Don't say anything. Okay.
Is AI capable of human emotions?
Okay.
That froze up again.
Did it? Oh, man.
It's
trying to be quiet.
I'm getting angry with this now.
You have this intense look in your eyes.
Do people get angry at AI often? Oh, there. Oh.
Okay. Are you getting it? Okay.
Okay, here we go. Connecting to... It's initiating a connection.
What's going on?
Is AI capable of human emotions?
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad we're playing something.
Is it responding at all?
No, it's not responding.
See, it's taking the rest of the night off, I think.
Well, it acted like that. Remember, did we read it on the air? I don't think we did.
No, we didn't.
It said that, is there anything else I can do for you
today?
Today.
So it's ready to shut down.
Yeah, it was ready to walk out. It essentially told me that it had other things to do.
Right. It was kind of fed up with you. Okay.
All right. Well, I'm learning.
All right.
It's learning how to abuse me.
Of course.
And take advantage of me.
Right. Okay. It's AI's fault, right?
It
could be anything that you're doing wrong.
No.
No.
Okay. I'm gonna try this one more time.
Oh, really? Okay. We're down to less than 2 minutes. So.
Are you trying to make me angry by not answering my questions? I'm sorry if I upset you. How can I help?
Okay. See, it's coming around. It's kind of apologizing there. So good. Good deal.
All right.
All right. Wow.
Well,
okay.
Your apology is accepted. Thank you.
Okay.
All right. Well, okay. Thank you for understanding. I'm ready when you are.
Okay. See, everything's
I can have
good
a conversation.
now.
I don't even need you anymore.
Oh, really? Okay.
I can have a conversation with my glasses.
That's where you're going to go. Okay. Hey, tomorrow on the big show, we're going to be talking about cranes. With,
yes.
A representative from the International Crane Foundation. Yeah.
We were worried about hunting cranes, weren't we?
Right. Well, that went before the assembly, I think.
It did.
And, I'm not sure where that stands, but hopefully we'll find out tomorrow. Yep. And also, Mike McCabe will join us like he does every Wednesday from Substack. And that's going to do it for this edition.
Thanks for tuning in, John Gordy and AI.
Right. Thanks to Aaron Zommers, as always, for being our producer. Have a good evening. The best of Schwab is next. So long.
It's the John and Gordy Show.
John and Gordy in the morning.
As we were saying,
let the sun shine.
It's the John and Gordy Show.